Hey there, everybody. This is your DM Cody, wanting to thank y'all for joining us for our new episode, Session 8. Everything's fine. We're going to get into the episode here in a minute, but just like last time, we've had some wonderful subscribers kick in and send us messages, and so we're going to give them shout-outs right beforehand. If you are interested in wanting to get a shout-out, sending us suggestions about what you think for maybe potential NPCs, encounters, and whatever else could potentially affect this game, you can go ahead and email us at our website, nerdsentertai at Gmail. Our website is still open, but you can find via our Facebook page as well as on our YouTube page. And every other bit of information will be presented at the end of the episode. So we're going to give our shout outs to our amazing subscribers. Thank you for everybody who's subscribed and everybody who's listening and enjoying our content. Let us know how we're doing, and we appreciate all of you so much. So we're going to give them shout outs, and then we're going to get right into the show.
Hello, Madman Mikey Maddox. This is your DM Cody. Thank you for the subscription and the shout out. We appreciate your support, even though you say that we deserve all the support. We agree. Thank you for liking this, liking what we're doing and supporting the podcast. This shout out goes to you. Thank you so much.
Jamie, this is Alexander.
And this is DM Cody. I make no promises.
No promises. I'm just going to give you the shout out. Stay, listen, enjoy.
Thank you for subscribing.
Yeah.
Flawless.
Wow.
Flawless. Hey, Michael Banks. This is Alexander. I'm glad you're enjoying the new character. I worked hard on this one. I'll see if I can keep this one in play.
Thank you for subscribing.
Remix player. I'm glad you like the new character. I'm happy that it's your favorite. Also, thanks for subscribing to the podcast. Whew.
Darius, this is Draken here, and want to say thanks for the support. If you ever want to come down to the tavern or something, free round on you. Please just help grow this channel and enjoy our content.
Hey, Rambo. Thanks for subscribing. You know, he may be drawing his last blood, but I'm going to be drawing my first. Hey, Marco. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, Marco. Yes. Hey, Stacy. Thanks for subscribing. Since you like the character concept so much, you can, if you want to make your own kind of version of Alex, go to DM's Guild, look up Tome of the Pact Warlock of the Harvest.
Welcome, everybody, back to the Roleplay Gaming's Heroes of the Gathering campaign. This is your DM Cody. I'm surrounded with my awesome, amazing players once again, with Michael playing Bastian Lavanza.
Hello.
Chris playing as the new Alexander Tobble.
Hello.
John as our wonderful Loxodon, Draken Josh.
Drunk in the game and in real life.
Woo! And Hunter playing as our wonderful high elf cleric Xanzibar.
Hey, everybody.
Hey, everybody. So, we are picking back up in the Feywild, where y'all have been for the last adventure or two.
We rolling for
Yes.
no.
Yes. Everybody who's not Chris, roll initiative.
Oh, god damn it. This is gonna be the dice for the day.
18.
Oh,
9.
2.
You got the highest.
Oh, I got the highest.
You got the highest. John, lead us in the recap.
All right, so last week, last week we went to destroy the dragon,
Chimera.
the chimera, yeah. Just demolished him in like the first turn, which was awesome. Saw our god squirrel do some crazy stuff.
Illusionary realities.
Went back to the Fey Queen's house thing and castle.
Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace, yes, that's the name of it.
That's the one.
Brought back the heads. We also found an egg, electricity egg.
Blue Chimera egg. Yep.
Yes. Traded that with Bastian. Went back to the palace. Celebrated. Had a party where Alex, right? Is that your name? Alexander. Okay. Alexander just got caught cheating on one game and then won the other, and he got a lot of amber.
He was Xanzibar was sad the whole time.
Yeah, Xanzibar was just super sad.
You just try to call him
Put the hand now. Put the hand now. He doesn't deserve the bitch man.
How dare you try to besmirch our good cleric's name with Zesso?
Zesso's who? Be careful who this.
Bastian drank a lot.
No. He
ate
won.
a lot.
Yeah.
Ate pie a lot,
There you go.
and he got a thing that gave him a pony.
Mm-hmm.
I did a shooting contest with a little annoying dude who kept on cheating.
Little guy.
I played fair, and
As far as
Put it
the
that
judges was able to see.
and I
It's what's on the
won.
scoreboard.
Got me a new bow, and then drank and won. That made a new friend. Well, that happened.
Little merfolk Triton man,
Yes.
which you drank under the table.
And then we were just getting ready to head off to
The next place.
the place where it's always dark, the night place.
So going over from there, yep, you got the Chimera, you have the egg, which you forced Bastian to say he was your friend, was part of the trade there. Went back, gave the heads. You took some items from the draconic side of the Chimera, thinking that they might be worth something. You had these games, your tournaments, and y'all won some. Got disqualified from others from the one person. Got sad because y'all were tormented with your past because reasons. And then y'all are met with Alexander, and he's supposed to lead you going into the land of Twilight to the Autumn Court, which is the new head of the Unseelie Fae, which is the other duality of what is represented in this world. So y'all are prepared for the next morning after the festival, because if we had spent any more time, somebody was going to possibly be tormented. So we're going to, next morning, when you are satiated from your just constant eating, you ate several courses here, by the way, just remembering this. And y'all begin day 2 of the Feywild. At the beginning of the game, I need everyone, with the exception of Alex, to roll a wisdom saving throw. Xanzibar, you have advantage on this.
Yeah. Alright, which one do I roll?
+3 on that.
Oh, that's
Oh.
What's it? 14.
That is a 12 for me.
that's
and
a
9. I got 14.
It is not a charm or a fear effect, so you do not have
that is a
advantage.
4.
That is a 4. Big 4.
I
What
got a
was yours?
17.
17, you're fine. What was yours?
12.
12. Yours? 4?
4.
Awesome. Y'all move on to the next level. As y'all are beginning y'all's process into going out of the Crystal Palace, out of the land of Morningtide, into the land of Everbright. Map.
Oh, nice.
Leading out of here, beginning y'all's way back through this way again, because the Autumn Court is all the way over here. As y'all begin making y'all's way, the land of the Feywild begins to influence the group. Both Bastian and Draken, differently, your emotions feel stronger than before. You do not feel the need to act upon them, but whenever you feel happy, you feel in ecstasy. In anger, you feel misogynistic hatred. Your emotions have been ramped to 11 as y'all have begun making y'all's way through the Feywild, and the time sent here is apparently now touching you.
That ain't good. This don't bode well for Bastian, guys.
For the next thing that happens as well, as
There's
part of
one.
the Feywild continues, as y'all begin making y'all's way, nothing yet. So, y'all are needing to get over here. Y'all are currently beginning to leave out of the Crystal Palace in the direction of the Golden Coast at the very end of the map. Where are y'all? How are y'all wanting to go there? You can go through. The Amberwood, for the most part, takes up the most place. There's the Razor Grass. You can try sticking to the cliff edge. You can go closer to the lakes of Echo, the Hunterwood, and there is a cliffside that way as well. What is the path direction that y'all would like to take? This is going to take you several. It's going to take you probably about a day from just pure travel. That's not including if you're wanting to be quiet and stealthy. And that's not including anything you find upon the way. So it's probably going to take y'all about a day just to get there, if not longer.
I do recommend
You,
we
yes, thank you. You
skip
are.
the honey court.
You do make this recommendation. You can go on ahead, Alexander, as y'all begin the way. Roll a history, nature, or survival check.
Choose wisely.
History, nature, or survival?
History, nature, or survival. As you are their guide, you have more knowledge about this world than they do. So you are beginning their way.
Alright, well, it's definitely going to be survival because I don't need -1 for anything.
That's 14.
14. That is good enough. The Amberwood. A seemingly endless expanse of sun-drenched forest. The Amberwood is dense but passable. It is known as one of the safest locations of the Feywild. Whenever you are in the Amberwood, you have advantages against random Fey magic. The problem is, as you begin to pass through there, which y'all have been there before, but y'all have continued in the direction of the sunlight, you're going the other way now. The Amberwood would want to keep you there forever.
Okay.
That is what you know of the Amberwood with the 15. That was good enough from there. You'll have more chances to know about these other places as y'all get closer to them. But the Amberwood is the most forward pass because it takes up a lot of room coming out of the Golden Coast. You also know that the Honey Court is in there, and that it kind of moves around. As far as the Honey Court, you don't know too much about it because you were just consistently told to avoid there because of your allegiance to the Pumpkin Patch. What you do know is that it is led by the Pumpkin King. Or not the Pumpkin King. It is led by the Bear King.
Winnie the Pooh, yes.
Wait,
He
there's
is
a Bear King in the Land of Honey?
He is
Bear
his
King.
Honey Court. He is a Bear King. He is in one of the. He is considered to be an additional Archfey.
Winnie the
As
Pooh is an
well.
archfey in this universe, guys. I don't mean to alarm anyone,
I
but
hope he wears pants in this universe.
it better not.
So you have that.
So we need to avoid the Amberwood and the honey court.
You have to sort. It looks honestly that for the most part, the Amberwood takes up most of the path.
It's
Either
most of
you
it.
go there or you're going through the Razor Grass, and you're having to be like in the far edge to make that difference.
With a name like Razor Grass, that doesn't bode well, you know?
Sounds kind of sharp.
Yeah.
So we thinking Amberwood?
I mean, we can.
I don't know. I don't really want to mess with this Pooh Bear thing.
I mean, we
If I can
always-
avoid killing Pooh Bear, I would.
I mean,
We can always stick to the cliffside.
That might be a good option.
Just try to sit to the cliff side, over in this direction, and just try to avoid your way around it.
Yeah.
Just
I
jump
mean,
straight up the mountain.
where do you guys
Are
live?
y'all for that?
of the three options, Razor Grass, potentially walking into the Honey Court, or just sticking to the coast and cliffs, it actually does sound like the better.
All right.
Excellent.
Okay.
I will. lead the way.
You make your recommendations, and y'all begin making y'all's way there. Stealthily or adventuring, just normal walking speeds.
Do we have any reason to be stealthful?
Alexander.
This is the Feywild. Random shit happens.
Random things can happen.
You know what? I don't want to be stealthy. We need to hurry up and get there.
We are
I said
technically
this
on a
once,
time
and
crunch.
I'm gonna say it again. That's a terrible idea.
Why are you against me? My emotions are heightened.
Again, they are heightened. You do not feel the need to act upon them, but they are heightened.
Yeah.
No
That's
need to yell.
that comes later.
No
It's
need to
okay.
yell.
It's okay. It's all right.
Okay. I mean,
Just forget I said anything.
okay. We're good. We're good.
If we die, we
There's
die,
no
I
tension
guess.
here. None at all.
I welcome it.
I will say because y'all have failed, your companions have also failed.
Awesome.
They failed theirs as well.
Oh
Is
boy.
it right? Well,
Rimuru, shut up! You shut up!
The first time that Reamer has not been passive yet so far.
I completely shut up. I'm like,
Shut your mouth, Draken!
okay.
Okay, man, no need to be so aggressive.
got it. All right. Cool.
Someone woke up on the
So
side
you're not
floor and
so you're not stealthing. Awesome.
It seems not.
Cool.
Side of the face.
So, y'all have been walking for about 2-3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
During this time, the two people that have failed earlier, roll me. Go ahead and roll me wisdom saving throws.
Wisdom.
One more time.
+3. That's a 10.
That's a 10.
That's a 11.
11. Both of you pass. Y'all are fine as of now. Xanzibar, you also kind of feel like this random wave, but you did your better earlier, and it kind of shrugs through you. The Fey ancestry kind of helps in this regard. Alex, you felt none of this. You feel nothing of this kind of variety. You've been here so long, you probably have even completely forgotten your first days of being immortal within this place.
Immortal.
Well, as mortal as a human is, he's transcended in a way. Not as much as dear old Squirrel Folk, but he's
Squirrel folk is gone.
Do remember, I
Oh,
am
speaking
wearing
of
my-
which, Squirrel Folk, Zanzibar, you feel within your pockets and find a letter.
Oh no.
Oh.
It's a very big letter.
I do appreciate you giving us a physical prop for this letter this time.
Yes.
It's a nice touch.
Read it out loud.
Yeah.
Alright. Dear friends, I hope this letter finds you well as you embark upon this great and random world. This land is full of possibility and is something of a marvel to some. For others, this land is a location of nightmare made manifest. I knew of where to be but never when, so for us to meet finally has been a blessing, as I am no longer burdened by the monotony and the repetition of having to travel outside the comfort of home to that patch of the Amberwood. You are to see me before leaving, but it occurs to me from watching you all that you are unsure of the way home. Luckily, I know of someone who can aid you. When your task is finished, the map, Oberon gave you will light the way to my home. So do well to not lose your map. The favor owed to me, I know you are not prepared for, so for the time being, think nothing of it. Just know that when the time is right, and I'll know when it is,
Underlined and exclamation point in that particular.
And I will know.
you will receive my invitation to return to help me with my matter. I have waited this long, and I can be incredibly patient. Finally, the witch you have been sent for, I know of her. She has been a scourge upon this land for the time she has been here, but I am not sure if you are powerful enough to defeat her in a single confrontation. If the flower is all that matters, in my advice, take the small victory and live for another day. If you decide to face the hag in her entirety, then good luck, my friends, and may you live to complete my favor. For if you do not, the far-reaching consequences will be severe. I will see you soon, and one last piece of advice. In the Feywild, it's better to not see with your eyes. They only serve to trick you. Sincerely, TFK.
Draken instantly shuts his eyes. He's like, oh, you're supposed to go blind.
Please don't walk off the cliff. Please don't. Please. No.
You're walking on the cliff edge. Make a dexterity check.
No.
No. Okay.
11 plus 7.
You're walking perfectly fine, and then you just feel like a slight tug upon your kilt that redirects you, and you open your eyes slightly and see the edge that goes downward, and you're like, okay, and you redirect. Rimuru just stands there and just looks at everybody and just like, I'm sure he thinks he did that himself.
I'm following this in my oh shit cabinet.
You as he read the letter and it said sincerely TFK. TFK was the person that had awarded Oberon with your bow and said this will find them where it needs to go.
Yo. The TFK dude's a cool guy. He gave me this bow, indirectly, but
Was it indirect?
I mean, I don't know the guy, so. I don't know, maybe we should meet him. He might have some more cool stuff.
I feel like we're going to meet him if that, if the emphasis in that letter is anything to go off of.
Good point.
It's not an if, but when.
Yeah.
A few more hours continue on as you make your way, continuing on the cliff edge,
And everything's fine.
and everything's fine.
Is awesome.
Everything's good.
Let me go on ahead. Interesting. Okay.
New theme song for the group.
As you're sneaking along the edge here, Xanzibar, with your passive perception, you hear the sounds of merriment. You hear flutes, singing, dancing, a bit of a little parade. With your passive perception, you are able to understand that there is nearby a large group of satyrs, pixies, dryads, sprites, eladrins, and another type of fey beings known as quicklings that seem to be having a lot of fun dancing around and discussing going on to their way to a merry procession. They do not seem at all hostile. They seem to be just enjoying the time being that they're at. A little bit more into the forest.
Do you relay this to the group?
Yes, I do.
Xanzibar sees all. Not only did he see a chimera, but
Passive perception. They're not being quiet. They are enjoying their time. They are in the midst of partying hard. You see a few of them are swaying drunkenly. There you see two of the dryads, which are two females, are just making out on their way, and a bunch of other. They seem to be enjoying this mount, and it seems like they're not even completely done. It looks like they're trying to go into a direction of. You hear them talking about a party.
So, what do you guys think?
No
party.
I think we're going to a place. Let's go to the place, y'all. Come
Are
on.
we going to
We can't be-
avoid them?
Can't be distracted by every parade that goes through this land. This is the second one in as many days.
So do you want to walk through there or just like avoid them? Kind of like go.
Let's. I mean, we don't have to sneak, but let them do them, and let's just keep on going. I mean, do y'all want to sneak?
Kinda, yeah.
I mean, I think that would make us look suspicious, but okay.
Are y'all sneaking past them?
I guess.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll a group stealth check.
A group stealth check. That's not great.
Alright.
Plus 0 on this. Oh, that's a 20.
Oh, that a nat 20?
That's a nat 20 right there.
16 plus 7.
14, 17.
16 plus 7
That's
is.
12.
Do you have any bonus to that?
No, just plus 0.
Okay. So 16 plus
24.
24.
Yeah.
I got a 17.
Math
Well.
is not my greatest thing at the moment.
It's all
We
good.
were doing so well.
Ooh, y'all,
Then our guy.
y'all are still pretty good. They continue on their merry way, making no hints of your directions at the time being, just continuing on.
All right.
Oh, we're gonna have to stop
Oh, no, I'm still wearing my mask.
You still have the pumpkin mask on. Okay, they make no comment on your pumpkin mask as you head. Continuing on, you make your way in between the amber wood and the hunter wood, entering into the land of twilight. Here you see the sun now beginning to go into the other direction, where you have seen it remain solitary during the several hours of passing throughout Everbright and moving backward into morning time whenever y'all went down, going north now, going into the direction of sunset. It's now beginning to look like dusk as you enter into the premise here. For 1 second, it's like one step, an immediate change. So y'all are about within this area now. Yeah, it's been a few more hours. Been about maybe about 3-4 hours of just getting within this randomness. You two, roll another wisdom save.
This is the chimera all over again. Oh, that's a nat 1.
That's an 8.
Okay.
Oh, God.
Michael,
That's me.
I want you to go on ahead and roll me a 1d10.
A 1d10.
Actually, roll a 1d10 twice.
Twice.
Roll a 1d20.
Are these action surges?
Huh?
Are these action surges?
Run d10. Yep. Right. No,
no.
other one. Right. The one with the 0. There we go.
I have a d10?
That's an
I don't know
8.
what I do.
Do you not have a d10?
I guess I don't.
Here you
Oh,
go.
I think I have it in my dice thing
Yes, I think
Yeah.
you do, because I think you took
Yeah.
his.
Oh.
on accident.
I rolled an 8.
You rolled an 8. Awesome, I'll get to you in a second. Go ahead and roll a 1d. Alright, that's 5. Go ahead and roll again.
And 4.
4. You rolling an 8.
I'll get it back to you next time.
I'll get to you in a minute, because yours is cool. So you got a 5 and a 4.
That's true.
Okay. As you begin making your way into twilight, your brain begins to feel foggy and dazed,
It's not good.
as the randomness of the Feywild is seeming to be influencing your memory. You're also more prone to emotional outbursts. You are, not only is your emotions now tinged, now you're at that point for the next little while that if somebody does something stupid, you could potentially throw a fireball at them. You are...
Why
you
did everyone turn and look at me?
You are livid. Then also the other effect that you get, you begin seeing inside your hand your wedding ring, in which you do not currently usually wear. You look upon it and notice this has been an item that you have not seen for times almost immemorial. And just as you begin to go and out and touch your hand to reconnect with it, it is gone. But whenever you turn your eye away from it, from the side of your eye, you feel this come back. You are seeing visages of home at a time before this. You.
Hey.
Draken. You, as you are moving forward, your emotions are more untwinged, and I'm so glad you rolled this, because this is perfect.
No. Oh, God.
I feel like that part's kind of fun.
Inside this land where darkness is becoming more apparent, you see movement of every chateau. You see schemes hatched upon all of your companions' faces. You look upon Rimuru, and he is a liar and a deceiver. He does not care about you. He doesn't care about your business, your goals. They're all liars. And as you are feeling these frightful and hateful things to everybody, you also begin to see visages of faces form within mist coming their way into you. You feel as if ghosts, shadows, ghouls, and your companions are all against you in this moment.
I start to go to the back of the group.
You are distancing yourself,
I
and,
am.
and as you do this, you just like they all know. They just all know, and they know I know. For the time being, you are seeing hauntful, frightful things and having paranoid thoughts.
They're out to get me. They're out to get my business.
Are you alright?
Hey! Don't look at me! Turn around.
Hey, calm down! I'm just saying, it's you see squabbling begin to come up, and you're not sure why.
There's no need to yell.
Why do you keep on saying that, huh? Huh?
Because I'm tired of the yelling!
I'm about to pull out my bow. Oh,
Hey, no, there's no need for this. Everybody just calm down. You're also prone to you're prone to emotional, near violent outbursts, by the way.
I know.
For you. And you have the ring happening just consistently, and you just can't get it to stay.
I like to believe Bastian is more preoccupied by the ring than anything else right now. That's my saving grace at this point.
I just wanna
Before
invite
too
Mom
long,
back.
you
Why do
begin
people keep on
seeing
looking
other
at me?
items appear as well.
Sorry.
You see a music box in your home when you were a child appear up inside your pocket, but whenever you try to pull it out, it once again vapors into mist. You are seeing items of your past.
This is some bullshit.
I love Fey magic. The good news is, just all this random shit happening. I told you had advantage on this in the Amberwood, and you all said Cliffside.
At this point, I have pulled out my crossbow, and as I'm walking behind him, I'm just holding it.
As you are feeling your crossbow, your new crossbow, the smoke and vapors coming off of it begin to coalesce into a face that look at you and just go, murder all of them before they kill you.
Maybe.
And disappears again. You're
Murder.
adding into the paranoid
Murder.
thoughts.
Kill friends.
What was that?
How,
What?
So y'all are here. Y'all have not moved since this occurrence has begun now, and you staying around this area. You have not moved since, and a few moments have passed, and it's still going.
Bastian's just gonna take off then.
I turn on every lantern I have. Just
You take out your lantern and you're just like, this will get rid of all the mist and all the sounds and all the shadows, and light begins to pop up on the end of your periphery. You just see like tendrils and tentacles just come up in the direction of the
What is this place?
Tasking
What the heck is this place?
Draken, are you okay?
No one else sees this.
Yeah, Bastian's just like taking off. They're stopping. He's going.
Where are you going? Are you going through the Hunterwood? Are you going around? As you're making your way there, Alex, you can go ahead and make another nature, history, or survival check.
Someone please stop my boy.
That's a straight 4.
A straight 4. You know of the Twilight Forest, consisting both of the Hunter and the Wanderwood, but you don't know enough about it yourself. You've made the journeys, but you did not pay enough attention, or things did not occur to you. Sorry, buddy.
So, whichever is like straightforward, that's what Bastian's
That would be
thinking.
throughout if y'all are supposed to go here, either around the coastline or through there.
I would say just keep on going around the coastline. I mean, it's making us go crazy.
And either way, mist is coming across both places. It's going throughout the wood and around here and becoming heavily obscurable. Even with your lantern, it's not pushing the mist away.
He's just making a beeline.
Either way,
also,
though,
while y'all are here, because of the location where you are, everyone, no saving throw needed. Everybody feels this. Everybody feels an essence of melancholy, a just begin of dread. Along with your paranoia and everything happening here, for unexplained reasons, dread fills the party, including you.
If they're
Does
all
anybody
out
have
to
a real
get
bad
me,
feeling
maybe I should just.
all of a sudden?
Used to it.
It would just take a few shots.
Meanwhile, Bastian's running through the woods.
How far ahead of the party are you?
He's
getting?
gone. My thinking is rash decisions.
You are going forward, past your party, into the mist. I need you to go ahead and make a survival check. I'm going to say also with disadvantage because you're also feeling preoccupied with everything else occurring with you.
For the record, my thinking with this is, all right, rash decisions. He's thinking, I can't trust any of these people. I have to just go. I'm doing this myself.
It's not so much trust issues for you.
Yeah.
It's emotions and violence and anger and just being ticked, and you just feel like everybody's on your last nerve is what you're feeling.
Whoa.
That's a nat 20,
Nat
but
20.
you have disadvantage.
I'm going to kill you.
Violent outburst.
Another 20.
No!
God, no!
Amazing. He is ahead of everybody. Did anybody go forward after him, or did you
No.
stay back here with them?
I'm staying in the back.
You two are the only ones not feeling this, other than the dread of melancholy.
I got my hands full. I'm like a single dad over here. Just trying to keep it.
So we're going to Michael.
Oh,
Oh, I love these rolls, Michael.
Nat 20, nat
I have had
1.
2 nat 20s and 2 1s so far in my 6 rolls.
Those are some dangerous
Thickening
dice
around
right
your
now.
vision entirely, obscuring every path ahead of you. You continue forward with your emotions and these objects and trinkets from your past, things that you have either gotten rid of because they no longer mattered or they were taken from you. And you continue forward, not paying any kind of attention to the mist. Continuing forward, and you continue in the direction of the cliff, going for a sheer end of it. Go ahead and make a acrobatics checks as you are currently blinded to what everything is going on with you right now.
Great. Acrobatics.
That's another nat 1! You fall off this cliff, going forward. I'm assuming with your emotional state, you do give off a yell.
I guess.
Make a charisma check. Make a charisma. You can make an intimidation check because you were just like, "Shut up, bitch!" as you begin to fall. You did a nat 1, so I have to adjust the damage now.
What am I rolling?
Roll an intimidation check
Hold
to
on,
see
yeah,
if
I do
anybody
remember.
is paying enough attention to notice that this has happened now.
One more.
Intimidation check, buddy.
Intimidation, alright. 7 plus 2, 9.
Anybody who's not currently affected can make a perception check.
Alright.
Someone
Where
behind my corpse.
Wait,
I guess.
my suspicious self wouldn't hear it?
You would, but it
18.
could be just these voices
Where
inside
is
your
it?
head, just like,
Okay,
this is,
so,
they hate you.
perception.
They don't like you. You are a burden upon them. Maybe you should kill them.
He's not wrong.
I got 24.
24.
It's a
You
13
definitely
for me.
hear the sound of an echoing scream, and you just sit there and you just like cliffside, miss, putting it all together. Michael, you're in the direction of falling a 100-foot drop. That's 10d6 worth of bludgeoning damage.
Alright.
Roll initiative.
Initiative.
Yeah, roll initiative to see if you're falling quick enough for him to be able to run in your direction. I'm saying you're about 30.
I got nat 20.
Nat 20. I'm going to say you're within 30 feet because of the nat 20. I was between 30 and 60. Because if he would have had a dash there, he would have only had a bonus action to do something. You're going first. He's 30 feet ahead of you. Decided to move into the mist. Did not pay attention. Distracted by whatever is happening. You can go and try and get him. You can also roll initiative as well. See if you can beat a... What did you get?
12.
8.
Not paying close enough attention and or 2 lack on the draw and or dealing with him. You're the only one going. What are you doing?
I'm gonna try to get him.
Okay, so you begin to run in the direction. He has already began to fall and is about 10 feet down. Do you have a spell that can be like helping him? Do you have you can kind of jump after and try to grab him and catch the ledge if you think that you're good enough there. If there's something that you can do to grab him, like a I don't know what spells you have.
I didn't prepare anything like that.
Do you have a
A nice feather fall would be nice right
You
about
do
now.
have your jump start ability, which allows you to cast a cantrip of someone else's school once per long rest. I would say roll an Arcana check real quick. There is a cantrip that could be useful in this particular situation.
Alright, yeah, plus 6 on Arcana. Nat 1.
Nat 1. It's happening too quickly.
The dice want Bastian to die.
I guess I'll try to grab him and grab onto something.
Grab him. You go ahead and make an acrobatics check as you jump around trying to catch him and catch the
Okay.
ledge.
That one.
19.
19, good enough. You jump across the ledge, grab it, and grab him. You look down, and you're just like, you are feeling this emotional outburst of now just anger to, oh my god, this is so stupid. Why? You have him, but you're sort of just straining to keep him. Go ahead and make a strength check.
Can you swing me toward the cliffside so I
Is
can
anybody
grab
doing
onto
anything
it?
else as this is happening? Because you're not the strongest boy, and I'm going to say he's going to have to keep on making these checks every round.
You know what? I'm gonna use
So,
it.
are you going to leave him to his own devices to go help this?
Oh god. I'm gonna use inspiration.
Are you gonna come
Okay,
with me?
okay, you're using your inspiration to
Yeah.
roll again. Go ahead, roll again. Was that better?
It's 8.
8.
But it was better.
It's you. At the very least, it's not as bad as what it was about to be. But he drops out of your hand and he begins to fall down now.
Can I like latch onto the cliff with my special claws?
You have gone over the sheer cliff down into a straight drop. Was the issue here?
But if he's holding on to me somehow,
He
aren't
grabbed
I,
you.
like-
I will say make an acrobatics check. I will say you have advantage on. I've been giving you advantage on these because you're a nimble climber. Straight roll.
Straight roll. Well, goodbye everybody.
Oh,
16 plus 0. 16.
Acrobatics or athletics, whichever one is better for you.
Athletics.
I'm guessing-
That's 0 on acrobatics, so that's 16.
16. You fall slightly down, and you just bring you shift and bring the claws out. You adapt and you just claw into this. Yeah, you're sliding your way down. You're continuously going. You're just not now in a free fall. You're just like
fine.
trying to get
This
purchase.
is fine, as long as I'm not hitting the.
That is
terminal
you had a
block
7 on your initiative. If you want to do something with this, you can. Are you wanting to get involved? Are you wanting to get involved in this in any
I
way?
got a
told
good
me
roll the
anything.
first time.
You saw Xanzibar run off. I'm not really sure if you've asked or questioned anything about this.
As a DM, explain what you think with this weird curse going on of him running off. How would
They hate you. You knew this. Shoot him in the back. This is the best time. I'm so sorry, but this is perfect for you. You're in a mixture of fear and anger.
Wouldn't be the first time he shot me in the back.
You shot
I'm
me in
gonna
the back.
I'm gonna start chasing him with my bow out.
You get back here, you piece of shit!
You see him do this awesome leap over the edge randomly.
You're not leaving me!
Go ahead and roll initiative against him to see if you go before Alexander. You know what? I'm gonna say Alexander does go first because you were having this moral dilemma. What are you wanting to do?
I see.
How to disrupt the party? Added a little bit of mist.
This is more than a bit of mist, I'll have you know.
Murder.
This is...
If I may be so bold as to say I love you, oh my god, that would have been, if it was a 100-foot drop and with a natural 1, which would have meant double damage, you're looking at 10d6 doubled.
20d6.
No, it would have been just 10d6 with its amount doubled, not the randomness. It just would have been, I take half and then I add 1, so you're looking at 60 and then 120 worth of damage from this fall.
Yeah.
Maybe I should have gave you the.
Wait. Sorry. D6, 3, 4, 40, 80 damage.
Yeah, that's.
You're now clawing down. You're no longer in free fall. So for the time being, you're good. I'm also saying that it's putting distance between you and the top, meaning that maybe now you're about 70 feet drop zone, but you're sliding down. You're not getting a good enough purchase with your acrobatics check. You're good enough not to just be in free fall, but you're not good enough to stick it and then begin to crawl back up.
Like 5 foot.
You're hangling there by the ledge. I'm gonna check from you here in a minute. What are you going to do? You see Xanzibar just changling here by the ledge. You leave him to his own devices. You in your head here, they're all leaving you. Shoot them in the back. This is the perfect time. As Alex is now also leaving you in the direction of where Xanzibar had gone.
Can I yell out help?
Yeah, I'm gonna run over and
You go over. You see Alex, or you see Xanzibar. So sorry, names. Hanging down there, as long as it's not Zessos.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Hanging down there with like one hand, trying to get the other one up there now because he had dropped Bastian. You see Bastian all the way down there, just sliding down with these weird claws. You can try and grab down and help, and either you roll a strength check or give him advantage on his check to try to help him, or if you have some other way of assisting in this matter.
What's your strength?
Probably not great.
It is -1.
Yeah, I'll use mine.
Okay, regular roll for you.
Come on, my dude.
4.
6.
I'll make this in athletics. What's your athletics?
6.
6. He goes down to grab at you. It's not enough to help you up, but at least you're not falling. I'll say you still have advantage on your thing as he's helping you, but he's not good enough to get you up here. Yeah. That's gonna go over to Draken.
What do I see?
You see,
you gotta
you
give
see, you see him. You have lost sight of Bastian entirely. You see Alex pulled over and making grunt sounds, trying to pull something back up. You see Rimuru and Beloff snapping at each other because apparently one of them is doing something, and the purple-haired satyr girl is just looking around in bewilderment because everything was fine a second ago and doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Fonda's gonna starting to come over to help you.
I can't let y'all get away from me. Y'all are gonna leave me? Y'all are gonna leave me here to die? I pull my arrow at Rimuru. Entangle them all! Entangle them all so I can finish this.
Make an intimidation against Rimuru.
Rimuru's gonna tell you to go fuck yourself.
I need Rimuru's character sheet because he's going to intimidate you back.
You have it, don't you?
I have it over here. I have it.
14 plus 6.
14 plus 6 intimidation. He's going to try and to intimidate you as well.
6. Good lord.
What was yours?
14 plus 6 would have been a 20.
He's intimidate.
He's proficient.
He's not proficient, and he didn't roll well enough. He don't yell at me, Draken, and then you just do it right now. Entangle him right now, and fine. And he just rolls out on a leap of vines into he doesn't see Bastian, but he sees you two, and you just see this just rupture of vines around both of you. Go ahead and make strength saving throws, both of you.
It's fine. At least this way y'all won't fall off
At least
the
I'll be
cliff.
stuck.
Yeah. I was trying to roleplay.
Is that 19?
That's an 11.
An 11, you fail. You are wrapped up into these
Alright.
vines, and you just can't move. You are currently restrained.
I got
These
18.
Yes, 18. They wrap out around you and kind of push you a little bit, but you take out a little bit of your own magical power, now granted back to you, and sacred flame the vines and erupt them out of your way, but has now left you dangling, and he is no longer able to help you. Go ahead and make an athletics check to see if you can readjust yourself and pull yourself.
I would have just stayed in the vine, honestly.
I should have rolled bad. Was that 11?
11. I said with 11, you're not falling. You're
Goodbye.
still hanging there, and you're like getting the other arm up, but you're not able to pull yourself up at this point. Bastian, back over to you. You are, Michael. You are.
I can't keep a character to save my life.
You're the most
Michael,
safe
you
out of all
fall
the
another 40 feet, clawing your way into here. I'll also say that your claws are starting to go into the bedrock, and you are turning more. Your emotional state is now overriding your logical sense. I'll say you're within that half transformation. Your arm has turned entirely black. Your face is now beginning to go in that way as well. Your hair is now beginning to broaden and turn black and turn into a blade, and your eyes turn this oddly red blood color as fangs begin to grow in one side of your mouth. And you're just getting more into this.
This is fine.
It is your turn. You fall down another 40 feet. Say you were at 70. You have a 30-foot drop below you. And you have it was a 100-foot drop. You have 30. You have 70 feet worth to climb back up this cliff.
What's below me?
Sharp rocks and water.
And rocks. Well, if it was
Because you're over here. Y'all got into this direction and you went that way. And just went off the edge.
This is all bad, actually.
This is
Turns
where
out.
we all die.
You do have your guild feat adapt, which does, I think some of them can either give you, I know for sure it gives you gills to which you can water breathe. They may also give you flight. I'm not sure on the
The
flight.
water breathing I do remember, which is why
Water breathing is a for sure. You
Yeah.
get your claws all the way through. The downside is you will fully change. Right now you're in that half transition because of anger, clouding judgment. If you choose to adapt, it's a full. There is no coming back. If they look down, they know. Luckily with the vines, it has wrapped you up and it's having like you look like this. So you're not able to look down. You're not able to help. You're just trapped there. You're too busy trying to pull yourself up, and no one else is currently looking down. So if there was a time, it could be now. But whenever you get up there, they could still possibly see you.
Honestly, his thinking of going forward was, I need to get away from them anyway. So yeah, he's just gonna keep going down. All right, it's easier
Go
to
ahead
climb
and
down.
go ahead and make a. You have the grip now. Go ahead and make an athletics or acrobatics check with advantage because of your nimble climber.
With advantage. All right.
To just continue to fall.
10 athletics.
Athletics or acrobatics.
Okay, so 10 or 3. 10.
You're able to maintain at the wall, and you're not being pushed off of it. It is starting to hurt your hand, though. I will say that you take about 4 points of piercing damage as your claw nails are being dwindled and beginning to get into the bone and your flesh.
Oh, that ain't great. As long as I get down safely.
Alex, you are currently restrained. You can basically do nothing. Go ahead and make another strength saving throw against the entangle spell.
7, 8, 9. Why can't
Not
I
good
roll
enough.
good?
Not good enough. The vines actually begin to continue to go, and Rimuru and Draken are just having this spitting match, and as Rimuru's anger is getting more, the vines are tightening. Draken, you and Rimuru are at each other's throats. I'm sick and tired of you bossing me around, Draken. I'm not your lackey.
Are you here to betray me? I thought we were friends!
I am your friend! It's just so hard to be friends with you because you're so stupid! It smacks you across the head. He's going to roll a strength attack on you. He rolled a 9. Goes to smack across your head, but you take it, but you have a flashback of your dad hitting you back and hit way harder, and you're like, I'm not a little kid anymore. I'll fucking kill you.
And I'm just over there screaming for
You're just like, help me! So sorry for everybody who just heard that super loud yell. I just saw that thing spike
Oh yeah,
so high.
this has been a hell of an audio production this week, y'all.
Am I really that bad of a friend?
You want the truth? Or you want me to coddle you like I've done ever since you left home, you sniveling coward! And you... Oh!
Shots fired! Please stop fighting and help me!
I drop. I'm not even... Anger went to hurt.
And as anger goes to hurt, the emotion goes along with it. And now you're just like, oh, he's right, I'm useless and pathetic. You drop your lantern. You drop the lantern, and the shadows grow, and the faces and the horrors get closer as the light has dwindled.
Take me! Just kill me now!
Going back over there to Xanzibar, you just hear yelling, and you hear Fawn going, stop it! What are y'all doing? Just like paying attention to more to them to your current plight. Fawn will, if you want, she can use enhanced ability on you to try to give you advantage on breaking out of the mind.
Please.
She will go ahead and go to her spells and remove the spell slot.
This would be a really good character development episode if Bastian actually lived through this, but unfortunately, as we all know, Bastian's dead.
I saved you from death.
He did save you from death.
I've got more rolls to make. Bastian's
I will
dead.
I will die in your place, apparently. At least it's a heroic death.
I rolled 3 rolls.
But you have enhanced ability on you. She's going to give you bull strength. You have advantage on strength checks, and your carrying capacity is doubled. Don't make that roll yet. It's not your turn. Xanzibar, you are still currently holding on to here. I would say because of your 10, you're able to get your other hand on there, and I would say that you have advantage on this strength check. But it's just a basic-ass strength check.
Thank you.
Advantage, you say?
This is
Let's
been
roll
some
some negative
really
ones.
bad rolling.
There's a 5.
5.
So that's a 10.
That's another 10.
Another 10. You're trying to get your feet around. You're just not. You're making no headway.
Someone please
Get my
help this.
upper body workout in.
Let me go on ahead and roll for Michael. You had 30 feet left. You go down another 20. So there is a 10-foot drop between you and the edge.
Please crawl up and save me.
Can I just calmly climb my way down now?
I will say make a dexterity saving throw as you just make your way down.
That's +0 on this. That's 19.
You're good.
Oh.
You go 1, 2, let go, and then just drop. You take no damage. You're just you're in the water.
At last.
How deep is this? Is this like just like?
You don't know. You're still fighting with Rimuru over in here.
It's still a good question, though.
It is a great question, but not for one for him to ask.
What if I asked it instead? How deep is this water?
You look down, and this seems like an ocean. You are...
Gosh.
Great.
The Feywild matches the Primaterial world. Ocean was about right in the spot for Ravnica.
Alright.
Yeah.
That's fine. That's good.
That would lead to other continents such as Kaladesh. While you're down here, you look all around you and you see pieces of your wife's jewelry pop up, a family picture of your sister and your mom. You see hundreds of mementos all within the water around you, and just as whenever you begin to focus on one, it misses.
Great.
I hate Feywild. You know what? I do too.
Yeah, fuck this, actually.
Yeah, it's been great. until this.
You are in the water.
I am.
That is
The
good
environment is the most dangerous
to, that
part
is
of this place.
good to know.
Oh, I guess I'm swimming now.
I'll get eaten by a shark.
I'd better fucking not.
It's not your turn. It's your turn. You're still entangled. You have advantage on your strength check. That's a 2.
Come on, my dude.
That's a 3! You're still entangled by Rimuru getting tighter, and you're just like, stop what you're doing! And one of the vines wraps around your mouth.
I gotta go take an angry piss.
I will say Fawn will... Fawn is your companion, man. You don't know how far she's willing to go. She can give you a bardic inspiration to continue to help you with those rolls.
Can she see what the fuck is happening to us?
She
and do
is
something?
dealing with a lot right now.
She's helping the wrong person.
Does she not understand what is happening? She is from this realm.
You technically, kind of both of them are, but because they are been in this realm for so long, I don't remember. And she was born here, so she's never had to go through things like this. You make a history check with disadvantage. So hard.
Now I roll an 18.
That's a 7. What's your history?
That's a 6.
That's a 6.
A little too far back.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know why they're acting like this. They were fine 1 minute and bewildered the next. John, it's your turn. You and Rimuru are. Well, Rimuru hit you with a hurtful thing, and you are sad. You see these just horrifying vestiges coming for you.
I look at Rimuru and I'm like, you might hate me, and I might have been a terrible friend, but you were the best friend I had, and if these things kill me, whatever. Just let me know you weren't gonna betray me.
I don't know what you're talking about, Draken. You're acting crazy. What things?
The tentacles everywhere. The fog.
He looks around. He sees the fog, and he's like, I don't see anything in the fog.
What? They're everywhere.
Moving on from you, they are just crippling toward you, buddy. That's funny.
My good friend.
You see him in the process of beginning to turn into a tree, as you lay at this cliff dying. She's trying to help you, so everything went wrong so fast.
Right.
I love it. Xanzibar. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Twice now. One more of those, and you legally have to get us out of this, you son of a bitch.
Xanzibar is this close to let go. This close.
Hello, darkness, my old friend. Just as you fall into the waves.
Alright.
I don't care anymore.
Alright, what am I doing now?
Do you have a spell to get you out of this?
I really don't. Hold on.
That's the funny thing about this situation.
I cast guidance on myself.
Yes, you can add a 1d4
God,
to
yes.
a roll that you're about to do.
I forgot I had that cantrip. I apologize.
Guidance is cool. I will say it takes technically around 6 seconds. If you can call it beforehand, I'll let you roll now with your guidance. Go on ahead. You still have both hands up because you didn't do bad enough to lose your advantage.
Ooh, can Fun use Mage Hand to try and
She
help
is
her?
helping you.
Oh, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that Xanzibar has Mage Hand,
Yeah,
if I'm
but-
not mistaken.
I don't know if it'd help because it can only do 10 pounds.
Hold 10 pounds.
Yeah.
It would be a hard thing to do. It could be like under you and you like you can step on it,
Yeah.
but after you begin to put full weight on it, it's going to.
Yeah, that's why I didn't use it.
Mage Hand can do just enough to high five you on the way down.
And steal people's shit if you're if you're careful.
Alright, that's a 10.
Okay, you have advantage. You can roll again, and you have a D4. Ah, it's gone.
Off the table.
Oh no, I needed that. 17.
You can add a D4 to this if you want.
You know
because
what?
use
I
guidance.
will.
Do it.
'Cause why not?
Whatever it takes to get you
Is that-
up.
Is it a 1?
Okay, so that's 18.
What kind
Yeah.
of fucked up dice are
Okay.
these?
I don't know, I can't read them.
18. So 18.
Yeah.
Way good enough. You go up there. You get your knee. He's kind of blocking your path, so you're like having to like shimmy a little to the side and then get yourself up. But yeah, you're up here and you're like, Beloff, where the hell were you? And just Beloff is over there as well.
I forgot about
He's just sitting there eating his popcorn and shit.
This is getting interesting.
I shoot Bill off.
I'm
kidding.
Bastian, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Perception, you say?
Why do you
Perception.
look at
It's plus
me?
1
I was smart enough
to a
not
4.
to jump
That's a
off
5
the
in
cliff.
total.
2 of 4. No, 5 total?
5
to
total.
society.
I didn't jump off the cliff.
Yeah. You see nothing wrong. You see, you look up, you see Xanzibar has made his way up out of the thing, but you are currently wading through the water.
Oh no.
Alright, later, bitches. I'm out of here.
You might want to get out
Are
of
you good at swimming by any chance?
Hopefully. I can get gills.
We're gonna find
About
out.
to try and outswim a Kraken. I feel it coming.
They're like a hydra or something. Or a merman.
Goodbye, all you peppers. I never needed nor loved you anyway.
You hate to see it.
Do you hate
Is
it?
the air not on in here? I don't know.
Oh my god, so all those peppers are
For everything
bugs.
that you've done so far in this session, no, I don't hate it, actually. Fuck your Bible.
Things I've done. These were not my rules. These were not my choices.
This is all you. I blame you entirely.
I feel like we've been stuck here longer than we should have been.
This is
Maybe.
I mean, we know the
That
name of
is
this one, the cliff.
villain of
That was
this
a 20.
episode.
That was a 20 to hit.
I mean, yeah,
Not
that'll
a
do
nat
it.
20?
No, not a nat 20.
Okay.
Nope, that's a miss.
Yeah, actually, in Water Bastion has infinite AC.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I forgot that was part of your non-existent traits. No,
Exactly.
so okay, good to know. You feel nothing.
Good.
Your turn. You're still tangled.
He's gonna lean back, kind of float a little while.
Do I still have my advantage?
You still have advantage, and you have a 1d6 bardic inspiration.
Hang on, I'm gonna wait for that. Okay, that's a 16. And another 16.
Okay.
18.
That is good enough. You boom break out of the vines. Finally, and you're just like, oh, why?
What is wrong with you guys?
That is your turn, though. Draken, you are currently groveling. What's going on, my man?
I look at Rimuru and I'm like, are we good?
I'm good if you're good.
I'm good. I get back up, grab a lantern, turn it back on.
The lights bring the shadows back. As you have this radius around you. The mist still all encompassing you, though, even inside this light.
Yeah.
And you're just the random going around inside the peripheries.
I'm like, Rimuru, there's a lot going on. Do I see Xanzibar?
You see Xanzibar get off the cliff, looking like kind of, there's like, oh, sweet ground, and you see Alex just bust out of the vines.
What?
You don't see Bastian.
What is going on? Why were y'all leaving me? Is this a betrayal?
Going over to you. Hold on. I'm in time now.
No, I heard a scream and went to check on Bastian. He fell off the cliff, but I saved him.
What was he doing jumping off a cliff?
I don't know. Y'all have both been acting strange.
What do you mean, me acting strange? There's
6
tentacle
seconds.
monsters
Going back over to
trying
you.
attack me?
Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
Dex saving throw, you say. That's going to be another +0. 19.
Nothing has occurred.
That doesn't sound
You
good.
feel added weight
That's
to
good.
you.
Needed a few extra pounds anyways.
Can I
Go
start
ahead
with
and make a.
Yeah, I always thought it was
Do you
the
want to
one
make a
spinning
perception
from.
check again?
Probably should. +1.
Wait, I got it.
That's an 8.
I'm gonna try something.
That's an 8 total.
8 total.
You see nothing.
Good. Can I start like swimming up the coast now? Or?
There's cliff. You look side to side.
Living it up in Malibu.
You do not, from this particular angle, it is cliffs all this side, man. It just seems like it drops. You're gonna have to climb back up.
It never ends.
I legit thought I could swim around.
Golden Coast and everything is all through here, and then it becomes cliffside past this place,
But I'm
all
in
the way
the water
around.
now.
Yeah. No, you're in the water. There's like dragged rocks all around you.
So I do need to be looking up to see if I can fly.
At the start of your turn, you take 16 necrotic damage.
Well, that's not good.
You look down and you just feel weird for a second. You just what would you like to do? I'm gonna have to go on ahead and we're in a weird story time as well as kind of initiative.
I mean, if I'm just randomly taking 16 necrotic damage, I want to get out of the water.
You feel tired. You're not entirely sure if you just feel like yourself losing. You're not entirely sure why. It's not like being painful right now. It's just it feels like withering.
Necrotic damage sounds pretty painful.
And if I can't swim, then I also need to get out of the water. So I guess we can.
You can currently swim.
No, I mean if I can't like swim around.
No. You're gonna have to go back up.
If I can't get out by swimming, I need to go up then. So I'm gonna start going up.
Nimble Crimer, go ahead and make an athletics check with advantage to get out of here.
Athletics check with athletics or acrobatics?
Either one.
Okay, plus 0. It's an 11.
Come on.
It's 11.
11. All right. Okay, that is not going to be enough. So you crawl out and you see this just cut across your side. And you just... That wasn't there before. It's like a small little incision where just a little bit of blood is coming through. Seem to have like mucus there. But you're currently up the cliff, out of the water. I'll say 10 feet up.
All right.
You have another 90 to go.
Good. This is fine.
Back over to you. Pretty sure this. Yeah. I'm going ahead and. Okay, good to know.
Is it safe to assume the
Roll initiative for you. I know where you were, and where you are.
That's 12.
12? Okay. So, the way that's working now is there, you there, and there, because he had the lowest out of this group. So, you guys are up above, you're beginning to climb, and there's a thing that no one saw or sees.
Can't be scared of what I don't know is there, so.
I can.
I'm seeing all types of stuff. I don't know.
What are y'all doing?
So is everyone up?
No.
No, he's still 90
I'm
feet
90
down.
feet down.
You're up.
Is it safe to assume that the man is dead, Bastian?
No. He was
What
fine.
do you? That is my best friend you're talking about right there. Besides for Rimuru, who's also my best friend.
He just
6
fell like
seconds.
100 feet.
I have seen him survive much worse. You should have seen these electric
6
weird
seconds.
things.
Okay.
They should have killed us.
What?
Nat 20. You see
Bye, everyone.
a blue. You look back over and you hear and see this blue lob or ooze launch out of the water and grapple upon you. You take 16 points of bludgeoning damage, and this thing is beginning to surround into you. I'm gonna go ahead.
Are we close enough
Go
to
ahead.
the
Go ahead and
side
roll.
to see
Go ahead and
this?
roll initiative versus this thing.
No need, I'm down.
Already. Oh
Yeah.
shit.
I had
gosh.
36 to begin with, then I took 4 from the claws hurt,
And
then
then
16.
Oh gosh.
16 necrotic damage, and now 16 bludgeoning damage.
Okay,
Bastion's dead.
so that's where we're at. You're not dead, you're unconscious.
Bastion's dead, y'all.
Go ahead and put yourself all the way down in here. I'm going to grab out our thing.
We just lost our most important person. Our only brains
Uh,
of the group.
Bastion, you're still going to go on ahead and roll initiative. But this is going to be the group's initiative.
That's a 4.
Not those. Not those. Any of these. Nope, not those. Those.
Rimuru, for some weird reason, I'm getting the real weird feeling we need some good berries.
Go ahead and put
all
yourselves
different
up here on the top of the cliff
That's great.
with a companion.
All right, who we want?
Rimuru has the good berries.
Who can whoop ass?
Well, we need something for healing.
Yeah, that's true.
I have good berry
Well,
soup.
oh, you got good berry
Things
soup.
up
Okay.
to 32 hit points.
Okay.
And there's
Yeah.
that thing. As you're still on the thing, and as you begin to lose consciousness, you're beginning to fall backwards, but not quite yet. What was your initiative?
4.
Which one do you think would be more helpful? Rimuru.
Definitely
Rimuru.
Rimuru.
You fall backwards and into the water. Roll a perception check. I would say you just got done climbing.
20, nat 20.
So up here, you hear another. You begin to see ripple of the waves. I'll say with a nat 20, you saw Bastian in a weird look. Could be because there was a bit of black there more again. Also because there was blue gunk wrapped around him.
Okay.
You do see this.
Question.
All right, now tell
It's
them.
acrobatics to get down this, right?
It would be acrobatics or athletics.
All right. I want to eat one of my mushrooms.
Before you do that, it goes first. It is going to drag you 30 feet. No, its movement speed is 30. It drags you 15 feet more down the water. It is Yago. Drowning.
Yeah, I've been here before. Bastian's dead, y'all.
Drowning occurs 1 minute, and plus your Constitution modifier. So what's your con modifier? You have 2 rounds, or you have 12 rounds before you drown, but you still have to make death saving throws right now. You'll go ahead and roll me a death save.
20.
15. You say that's a success. Y'all's go. It's taking its time to move him down.
Okay.
All right, I tell them that.
I'm like,
what companion are y'all using? Are y'all going
Rimuru.
again? No
Oh,
companion?
Rimuru.
All right.
Okay. First
So
thing I do is I say,
you look down and you tell everyone else. I was like, hey, he's down here drowning.
okay, first thing I do is Rimuru, Sensu beam me.
Takes
And-
out a twig. He will roll a d10. That's 10. He takes out 10 good berries.
All right.
Oh, in his clerkship. Don't quote me on that.
All right, I want to take a dash action down, like climbing down. Eat the. And could I still do a bonus action to eat the mushroom?
You mean the berry?
No.
He's got
the-
those mushrooms.
Oh, the Speedy Boy
Would
mushroom.
you like
Yes.
to share those,
That's a
please?
plus. That's advantage on your acrobatics checks. Yeah. And you take out one of the red and white mushrooms and eat it real fast, and you just feel the surge within you. Yeah, you have advantage on athletics checks and acrobatics checks right now.
All right, I want to start dashing down.
Dashing down. Go ahead and make acrobatic check with advantage.
5 plus 7.
12.
12.
12, not terrible. You don't plummet to your death. You jump down a little. I'll say with that, you get a halved. You get down 20 feet for your leap, and then you can use your movement to go down more.
I want to do that.
Okay, I'm considering this difficult terrain, so movement speed is halved. So if you take a dash action, you get down there 30 feet.
Okay, that's.
So you're at 50. You're halfway there. You could, I'll say as a free action, let go, and then you'll fall into the water
No.
and or rocks.
Action surge.
Action surge. You can. Do you do another dash action, or do
Yeah,
you go
dash.
down a little bit and then drop? Okay, so no. You know, I'll let you roll to see. I'll let you roll to see how well this goes for you. You have advantage.
16 plus 7. That's
16 plus 7. With that,
23.
you still maintain your action, even with this. You take your legs and you pull off of this thing and face dive down into the water, and you see Bastian being carried by this this human-like ooze that is trying to wrap itself around him. Just look up at you, and once again has like a face, and for some reason this feels more deadly than what you've been seeing.
I'm going to.
You still have an action. Oh, because of how well that acrobatics check was.
Okay, you survived your first one of those.
First.
Just 2 more.
I'm going to do a I'm gonna shoot with the crossbow at it.
Underwater?
Oh, can I? Oh, I don't think I can I?
I mean, you could. But it may slow down.
There's penalties and stuff like that. For melee weapons, you're using a crossbow. I think that it has different rules for that. I'll just say for now it's fine. I'll say for now it's fine. Go on ahead and shoot. If you first off, make a perception check.
Okay.
Before you do that.
I mean, not good at those, but nat 20.
If you were to shoot this thing, the arrow and bolt could go through it as its ooze and hit Bastian.
I'm not gonna shoot it.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm just gonna.
You can use your movement to dash towards it, so that way, if it tries to get away, you can try to wrench him away from it as a reaction.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Get as a reaction to
All right, so you move yourself down here. So y'all just see the elephant cliff dive and goes down, catches himself in the middle of the rock. Once again, pole boats off the rock and is into the water and is gone.
Leap of faith.
Bonus action for anything?
Oh, how close am I to Bastion?
I'd say you took your dash action to get up there to it.
Can a bonus action be shoving some good berries?
No. You use your bonus action to mushrooms.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So you're good. You're done. Xanzibar, Alex, and Rimuru. Rimuru.
I've been down this many a time with something dragging you down where it never goes well, because then you start running into, oh, they don't have the penalty because they live in the water, but you have the penalty of movement, so they outpace you. So if it just keeps on dragging down...
Well, he could take an attack of opportunity on you and try to grapple you, and then it becomes a tug of war.
We'll see how this goes, folks.
But then again, it could just say, screw this on its movement and just try to move to him or drain you.
I just remembered that.
Animals that Rimuru could turn into? Nothing that can swim?
Don't he have a
And
fish?
nothing that can fly.
Oh, God.
He's not a high enough druid.
Well, we have that monkey thing. Would that give it a high acrobatics or something?
He could turn into an ape.
And wasn't it like a medium size?
I mean, that's an ape, so it's a medium beast. AC 12, hit points 19, strength +3. I mean,
Rimuru casually turns into Donkey Kong.
you took. Is this something that you're thinking that he would do? He's your companion.
Turn him into a monkey.
All right, going ahead and take Rimuru off his base and add in the ape. Here you go, buddy. So he is an ape. Go ahead and I'll make a. He has a +3. He has a 10. He jumps down there and catches the rock, but it takes like his entire turn to be like hanging down there. He doesn't get very far either.
Oh, I like monkey Rimuru.
He only goes down 15 feet. He did not get a great jump nor a great land. That is his entire thing. Xanzibar and Alex.
Alright. I turned to Alexander and say, I don't think I can make it down there safely.
Neither can I.
Goodbye.
What? I got low stats.
If Bastion becomes a ghost, I will haunt both of you, don't worry.
Drake is gonna be the only one you don't haunt.
I'm trying, man.
When did Draken become your
I'm
favorite?
gonna go on ahead and start the timer.
What do I have?
Y'all need to think of something.
Make your choices.
Alright. Guess I'll try to get down there. But first I'll do, okay. It's been a minute, ain't it?
It's been a bit, yeah.
Since I had used guidance the first time.
You've already used your guidance.
Oh.
You use your guidance to help get you over the thing.
Yeah,
Alright, I'll Misty Step my way.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're going to take the Misty Step. So the way I'm imagining this is that you just jump. And as you are in the process of falling 60 feet, you Misty Step down, to now you have a 10-foot drop ahead of you instead of the remainder 40, and you're kind of hopefully managing to break this fall damage that you're expecting. Go ahead and make either a charisma check or an arcana check.
Definitely charisma.
Because charisma is your spellcasting ability.
What's 16 plus 4?
16 plus 4. With a 20, you're able to, instead of taking this 10d6 worth of damage, because you're cliff dive, and Misty Step down, your Misty Step helps re-break the spell. So now you're only looking at a d6 worth of damage. But that will begin at your next turn. So you see him run, jump, fall, and turns into mist to help himself get down there more.
There's nothing I can really do besides fall down and die.
Not the best of it.
You're in the process
Do you have
of
any
this.
spells that will just help us in this?
Not too far away.
They're 100 feet.
Don't-
You're 100 feet. I
alright.
think the main thing you have is maybe
Okay,
90 is maybe your best one.
Well, I got guiding bolt, but it's an attack. It's not really. All right, I yelled to Rimuru's not very far away. Is it?
Rimuru is an ape hanging over on the
Yeah.
side.
All right. Alright, I yell down to Rimuru. If you can get him in distance, I can attack it. And kind of.
Guiding bolt sounds like a lightning bolt.
Druids are cool because they get to keep their mental stats. He understands you.
Yeah, I can attack it and kind of try to drive it away.
So you're just gonna ready guiding bolt.
Yep, that's all you got. It is the Slithering Tracker's turn. This thing is going to, it sees you come up. It is going to lash out a slam at you because it thinks it has its prize. That is a 14 to hit.
That does miss.
That misses. You see this part of the water just whoomph, and you realize this thing is able to kind of blend in with the surroundings. It's also taking a bit of blood from Bastian's cut, and it's becoming more reddish as it goes up from the base up. With that, it's going to try and go away. You can take an attack of opportunity on it, or you can try to grapple Bastian.
I'm gonna grapple Bastian.
For a contested strength check with this thing.
Tug of war with that.
You can make it athletics. You can make it athletics check if you want, but it is a strength based check.
All right.
Oof.
16.
16. No, it moves away and continues on. Luckily, because it's having to drag you, its speed is halved. So it only moves 15 feet further down. If it wanted to let you go, it could and just get out of here, but it's wanting to keep you.
Interesting. Last time I was in this situation, that's what screwed us, is because our DM didn't have that.
I'm adding in the drag mechanic.
Okay.
This thing,
that makes-
if you're dragging something, it takes half your movement away. This thing has what it wants, and it sees no reason to let you go. But it has a swim speed that's better than theirs. If it was to let you go, this thing could definitely do laps.
Yeah, that's what killed us before the other game I was in.
I'm not quite going that far. Also, I'm pretty sure if you're already at 0, you're supposed to be beginning the process of drowning, but that kind of sucks. So, drowning will not occur yet. Drowning basically is just going to mean you failed the death save at the start of your turn. It is y'all's turn. Death save. It starts at the very beginning.
I'm feeling better about this than I was a while ago.
Natural 20!
Yes!
You go
You're
back up
good.
to
Surprise.
1 hit point at the beginning of your turn. What would you like? You see Draken trying to follow you. It's like, get back!
Fuck this
And you
up.
are being dragged by this ooze.
I just love the sight. You know how many romantic things. Draken romantically swimming towards you. Call and response. Grab my hand.
Grab my trunk.
I am going to need to change this music. This thing is definitely become more battle-based.
Oh, folks at home, if you knew the... Oof. So, Bastian is like fully transformed now, right?
Go ahead and make a wisdom save.
Let's find out, what does Bastian actually look like?
I'll say if you roll high enough, do you want to be? If you roll high enough, I'll let you be like, I've adapted and I still have my turn. Or you can be like, I don't want to show them. You were in the process, but since you went unconscious, your form went back to your baseline, which you consider normal.
Okay.
Or what you mostly use to say hidden. I'll say that. Normal for you might be the monstrous form.
Okay.
So I'll say, but since you went unconscious, since it's happened a few times and it didn't happen then, you went back to your human-like state.
All right.
So, you let me know. Do you want high wisdom save to be, I have adapted and I am ready to fuck this thing, or
I can roll
I am
with either,
human-like?
honestly. I just want to know what is it, so I'll know how to play it.
If you're leaving it up to me, low wisdom, you have not adapted. High wisdom, you have adapted. Because adapting gives you benefits.
Alright, here we go, yo. Let's find
It's
out.
roleplay difficult, but natural 1. You are still Bastian Lavanza in the eyes of Draken, his true
great.
and best friend, competing for Rimaru's affection.
This could have been the most...
Most badass.
The most badass thing.
Oh,
but it was
God.
not.
Alright, well, you still see, like, pure, unadulterated rage on Bastion's face as he casts Vampiric Touch, like, within this monster.
Also, you have an advantage because it is absorbed to you. Basically, you're just
yeah.
like, die, bitch!
You're
And,
damn
and
right
hug
I do.
yourself. You have an advantage.
Shift into the claws to give him a little bit more extra oomph to it, maybe, even. Can I do both, or is that...
You would have to adapt for the claws.
Okay, so I'm not just gonna have to, like, grab onto it.
Yeah, you're just like trying to rip into yourself getting this thing. Because you're not sure what part is water and what part is ooze. So you're just like, I know it's grabbing me, so I'm grabbing myself, and you're getting it. Go ahead and roll advantage because this thing is like encompassing you.
Okay, with advantage that is 14 plus my spell attack bonus.
Yes.
14 plus 8.
20.
Yes. Wait.
Do I
you
need
still
to
have
roll again?
advantage. You might get a nat 20.
How is it plus 8? It's your intelligence and your proficiency, right? Is your intelligence plus 5?
Yes.
Oh, goddamn.
You keep on forgetting Bastion
That
is an
was-
actual fucking genius.
That Triskelion is amazing. Okay.
He had 18 otherwise, so
Okay.
it's like...
Still good.
Hold on, I got advantage. I might crit this. 18.
Oh.
Did not crit. Okay, so go on ahead and roll Vampiric Touch damage. You get health back from this, from Vampiric Touch. Do you have the spell book with you?
I do.
If not, I have the spell book with me. Vampiric Touch. You do 3d6 necrotic damage, and your health points goes up half of what you do.
Okay, 3d6. 4, 4, 5.
4, 4, 5.
Hey, that's good.
13.
13 points of damage. Oof. And that's necrotic damage, right?
Yes.
Making sure there wasn't anything there. It is not. It takes the full and just like rotates and bubbles. Oof, that is harsh. You take you go up 7 points of health from your Vampiric Touch.
Okay, question though. I'm looking at my Triskelion thing. You regain 1d6 hit points at the start of your turn if you have at least 1 hit point.
Yeah, you do.
So can I do?
Go ahead and roll a 1d6.
All right. That's a 6.
You get 6 more hit points because of the Triskelion. You feel the, and in your terms of dying, you actually begin to hear like, pitiful, the depths are my domain. And as you're here, above Draken, you see the eye open, the slit eye looking out, and you feel these tendrils begin to come out of it. Go ahead and roll an intimidation check using your spell attack modifier.
With my spell
Oh
attack
my
modifier,
God.
are you okay? Thank you. Please don't. 14 plus 8.
You're looking down. You don't see this. It looks up. And it is horrified of what it sees. You feel the grasp upon you begin to lift. This thing is letting go. And as quickly as the eye appeared, it's gone.
All right.
You're looking down, right? Make a perception check. Make a perception check as you're about to fall and there's a thing happening.
15.
You see a 2, you get nothing.
4 plus 6, 10.
10. I'll say with a 10, you saw this glow. You see first this black bit of light come down, and then this boom of yellow. But then, as quickly as it appeared, it is gone again. You did not get it. You did not get anything further from there. Fancy pit of the Triskelion, and one of the deities in there, or maybe not deities, but old ones. So this thing is fucking frightened. That is your go. You also have turns to make.
All right.
You see this thing is starting to let him go.
Can I talk to the thing right quick underwater?
Can
I
I?
don't think you can speak underwater.
Can I try to intimidate also, just to see if I can get this thing to fully just let go?
It's not its turn. So, as per mechanics, it cannot just let go. It's beginning the process.
Oh, okay.
It's working on it.
This thing could not get away faster right now.
Oh, okay.
Please don't accidentally comfort it.
Well, in that case, I'm just gonna.
But you don't know. You just see this thing starting to ooze off.
Can I grab him and like
Go ahead
try
and
to
make
start dashing up?
Go ahead and make an athletics check. Athletics or acrobatics, and you have advantage on both.
That's a 19.
Are you letting him take you?
Yeah.
19 plus 7.
19 plus 7. Yeah, that's good enough. It is going to use an attack of opportunity as you begin to leave out of its range to grab onto you.
Okay.
That is a 17 to hit.
Yeah.
You take 8 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Come on, flying elephant.
Hey, what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Am I gonna have to dive in
Do I
here?
get advantage on the dexterity saving throws
I
also?
do not believe so.
Okay.
Should be like your best.
You have
That's a
luck.
7.
You have luck.
Lucky. I want to use lucky.
Come on.
You use them all right here.
That's a luck point.
That's a 19
Yeah,
plus 2.
no.
God.
This thing reaches out, hurts you a little, tries to grab upon your foot because it doesn't want to leave with nothing, but it is about to go, and you just out of the foot, and you are beginning making your way up as per the dragging rules. And you're inside difficult terrain. Your movement speed was already halved. With you dashing, you can get up 15 feet back up. You're kind of 30 feet in the water now. So you're still not going to be hitting air yet.
All right.
Unless you know you try to like stick
Your thing is
Just a little
not
bit ahead.
over 15 feet long.
Not yet.
God,
It's
that
not.
would be scary. You just walk around.
I'll
with
say,
your
I'll
dragon
say,
dodge.
I'll say your trunk is maybe, and I will generously say maybe about the length of an arm, which I think can be like, what, maybe like 4 or 5 feet, maybe.
For humans?
No. Yeah, no.
About
Hold on,
3
hold on. What the fuck
Well,
am I talking
for
about?
Draken-
Human size, you might get an extra
With how
2
big
feet.
Draken
Yeah, another
is,
2 feet.
I would say like 3 feet for Draken. since
You're a
he's-
big, you're a big boy.
Yeah.
I would say you can get 3. I would say if you're ever in a situation where you can be like, I'm like almost to the top, you can be like boom. But it has to be less than 10 feet.
Hey, you can suck
Okay.
It has to be less than 10.
You can
Okay.
suck in some air with your trunk and shove it in Bastian's mouth.
That is the worst sentence I've heard.
Oh, wait a
in
minute,
so
wait a minute.
long.
Bonus action. I want to shove those good berries in your mouth. Because I don't know you're doing okay.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, I mean, 10 good berries.
10, you get 10 HP as the elephant drags you up and you're just like, oh, finally somebody could grabs it to your mouth.
That's plus 10 HP to
Plus
that?
10 HP with
All right.
maybe a little fear.
Okay. No, this is good. This is fine.
You're falling
That's
down. Make a
perfect.
dexterity
Draken doing
saving
the
throw.
nice thing, but in the worst way.
16.
16, you take half.
Oh, man.
You said
Hold on. A d6. 3, 4. You take 2 points of bludgeoning damage and you fall into the water. You see them starting to come up and you see like this blue reddish thing beginning to go further away.
Alright, well then 12, 10.
What are you doing? Oh, you used a spell.
A
Would you like to
beautiful
use your
maneuver.
feast
Yes.
ability? Oh wait, you already have temporary hit points.
Cast it on Bastian.
Oh wait, no, that was before this was before the long rest and everything. You would not have your temporary hit points. If you have temporary hit points, you no longer have those because you've had a rest.
Oh, I don't have temporary hit points.
Okay.
Because he gave me 9, but that was for the drinking contest.
Yes,
I
gotcha.
used
And
those.
you use those. You do not have 12. Would you like to use that for you now?
Yeah, why
It's a
not?
D6 plus 10 for you for temporary hit points. 2. Yeah, and just keep it 12. So, all right. So what would you like to do? You're now in the water.
I'm gonna help him try and pull up. I'm gonna grab his.
You're going to go. It is half speed for you as well because you're not a natural water person. So you go down 15 feet. You're around there with them. You have an action. You cannot drag both of them up. You have a +2 to strength, but I'm. You have a +2 to strength. You have a +1 to strength, fool. You have a 12.
Fine. That's
Oh,
fine.
never mind. Okay, you're right. You have a +2. Never mind. I'm sorry. Woof. that should be corrected because that is a 1.
Yeah, that's fine.
That was 1. That was my bad. Emotions high.
Well, I mean, we almost lost.
I do not anticipate. You only have 36 hit points? Wizards, man.
Wizards, man.
Wizards.
And you said that you were going to be fine on your own coming up soon.
I think that was a lie.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
He's learned the error of
What are you doing?
ways.
I'm just gonna try and like.
Where
This was
did
never
the
good decisions. This is Fey magic makes Bastian think I have to do
where
this
did the timer
alone.
go? Oh, thank you. Timer, what are you doing?
I'm going to grab his trunk and try and help swim up.
Ouch! 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 Ouch!
Make a strength check.
Oh, and I have.
I was
my,
gonna say with disadvantage because he's holding another being.
And I have my inspiration thing from Fawn.
You
Because
have
of
a
the,
bardic inspiration, which I think you used already.
No, I didn't.
You didn't? All right, so it's a D6.
That's 14.
No. Bardic inspiration gives you an additional dice to use. It doesn't give you inspiration. That's a different thing.
Okay, so. Yeah.
Okay, so you 14 plus 2, 16 plus 3, 19. Go ahead and roll 2d6.
Be our strong point.
Oh, thank you.
5.
You take 5 points of bludgeoning damage as he is trying to pull your trunk off from your body. You get 5 feet up. You're still 10
Oh.
feet down.
Don't think this was needed.
As he's trying to pull you up. You're getting closer to the surface. I'm going to do a perception check for the gorilla. No? He rolled a nat 1. He's going to let go of where he is to try to fall down more.
Hey, don't
to
kill
come and assist
Ringaru!
you.
Bastian's looking up.
He falls
Well, I told you
60
not to bring
feet
it
before
in.
trying to grab the
Let
edge
me
again.
do it
So
now.
he's at 70 now. Yeah, with a +3, he grabs and holds there, just drops 70 feet and grabs. He has about another 20-foot drop before he gets back down to where y'all are. That is Rimuru. It'd be more about over here now. Xanzibar, you.
Sitting up here ready.
You just have your hand up. Were you holding guiding bolt?
Yeah.
You lose the spell. Would you like to use your reaction to hold it again?
Yes.
Okay, letting you know. If you do not use the spell, you'll lose another spell slot. Letting you
What
know.
are you trying to...
The thing. He doesn't know that it's going away.
True.
It is
And I
its
told-
turn, and it is going to take a full-on dash action to get the fuck out of here. And
That's right, bitch.
Son of a bitch, I wanted to attack something.
it is gone. Going back up, we are now out of combat.
That's good.
Y'all can easily begin making y'all way back up to the surface of the water. Noting, y'all are still under the influence of the Fey magic prior to this encounter. It goes on for a while.
I think at the moment, all of our frustration / fear is on the liquid monster.
I'm not saying that it can't be transferred. I'm just letting you know the effect is still technically going.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now we gotta get up this
I'm just
dang
gonna go ahead
cliff.
and take all this stuff out because
All right.
all this is a possibility.
Alright, everyone. Wait, are we up the cliff now? Or do we still have to climb up?
Y'all will
start
have to
climbing.
begin to climb up.
Alright, I'm just
I'll
gonna...
say for the sake of brevity, you have a gorilla. It is going to begin to help you guys and the other companions that are up here. The gorilla, one by one, for people that do not feel like
And
they
then-
can
and then
confidently
I
get
am
up there on their
very
own,
good at
will-
acrobatics.
Will help take you. So
I'm-
I'll say for the sake of narrative and for the fact that this could all lead to y'all falling to your deaths 90 feet up, you all get back up to the top of the cliff after taking about 30 minutes. After a little bit, y'all get back up here. Time has passed.
Well, can I just say that we were
of the
doing a
Fey,
very...
the effect of the Fey magic after about another 15, 20 minutes of y'all just taking us, just like, oh my fucking god, I almost died.
I like to say
After
that
an
we were
hour,
doing a
the
very
Fey
nice
magic has
upfall
ended.
thing.
You no longer see bits of your past. You're no longer prone to your emotional outbursts, but you are still more emotional. You are no longer see haunting images, but you're still emotional. That continues.
There goes the spell slot.
And you lose another first level spell. I'm only taking off the first levels
Yeah.
because you did not call any higher
Yeah.
level than that.
Thank God.
And that is one enemy down.
I wanted to attack something.
This is fine, everyone.
I said that y'all stayed up here for about 20 minutes. If y'all would like to take a short rest, y'all have the opportunity to do so, to roll some hit dice, to do magical recoveries, and to get your spell slot back.
Yeah.
Your
Wait, what
tip
type of-
HP, does that go away after long rest or short rest? It goes after long rest, yes? I believe so.
I think so.
I'm gonna let you keep it. It stays until your next long rest.
Okay.
What are we doing a short rest?
Y'all have the opportunity to do so. Rimuru no longer has to be monkey form, unless there's a reason why you would be like, stay monkey form. He'll go back to normal Rimuru.
He can be normal Rimuru.
There you go. Put Rimuru back on there, please. That is his stand.
I'm like, okay, should we have a talk while this short rest is going on?
I will take back the cliffside, if y'all don't mind, and put back the Fey map. Thank you. Anybody know where the Fey map went?
Straight to hell.
That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Fey map.
Oh, I
Back
really
to
like
y'all.
that.
Y'all are still over in between Hunterwood, Amberwood, kind of near the cliff still. The mist is still rolling
Forgot
in.
we have to do this crap.
The mist is still rolling in. That is still a continuous thing. That has not ceased.
All right, so we took that short rest, correct?
Probably.
Yeah.
That's 6.
I-
Alright, let's roll 2. Yeah, 2.
So during the
Nine.
short rest, I want to
Plus-
talk to everyone.
Yeah, go on ahead. You have this time.
Hit
You
dice,
can-
it's die plus con mod.
Yes.
So that's 9 plus 4. Oh, that's gonna get me up.
So, did any of y'all see like?
Remember how many hit dice you use, because whenever you take a long rest, you get half of them back. So I mean, if you use all of them now, you don't have them for future short rests, and you only get half of them back.
I just used 2.
Okay,
Did-
remember that.
Did y'all see any weird like ghostly things while that was going on?
No, but y'all were acting really weird.
What kind of things?
There were like tentacles, shadowy figures, slowly getting closer and closer during the dark. Y'all would sometimes turn around with very evil faces. People were whispering that I shouldn't trust y'all were gonna betray me and I should kill y'all, which I didn't, but
I appreciate that.
However, you attempted.
I never said I attempted.
You can make insights versus deception checks if you don't believe on that shit.
Alright, I'll just...
Deception or persuasion, but I could have sworn I heard you say I go at him with a crossbow, so I'm pretty sure it's a deception check.
Alright, deception.
He didn't say what he was gonna do with the crossbow.
That is true. He has leeway.
That's a 17.
17. What was your insight?
Maybe he's just gonna scratch his back for him or something. You don't know. Who's focused on this crossbow?
What?
11.
Plus 3.
He had no intention of harming anyone ever.
He did yell at Rimuru to entangle us.
Y'all didn't
He
hear
did
that?
say,
Y'all were off a cliff.
no,
There was
they
two
weren't,
people
because he
doing it.
was helping him
Yeah.
do it. And then he got entangled by vines.
And I fought them
I
all.
don't have vines. Dude, were you hearing the magic also?
I am.
The voices?
You know what? I think I'm gonna. I might roll on that.
Rolling on him mentioning the
Is this
voices,
what
or
we have come
or
to,
rolling
where
for
we
him
can't
saying
trust
that he
each
entangled me
other?
with vines.
Can I do both separately?
Both separately. Okay, so first it's an inside check versus his deception about I didn't make y'all go into vines.
We got a 14 plus 6.
Yeah, he full on told
Well,
Rimuru.
lucky.
Roll again. Take the lower
Oh,
number.
is that how we're using
Nat
it?
20.
Oh god!
Yeah, he still wins.
Yeah.
He full on told Rimuru to entrap you guys. What was the other thing that you were looking for?
Voices. He said he heard.
Go ahead
voices.
and make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Can I get in on that too?
11.
You can go Arcana for what you've been experiencing.
Oh, okay.
I got 11.
11. You're not sure what he's talking about.
Oh, that's a 19 plus 11 right there.
Okay, nice inside.
You have your history check. You remember none of this from your own personal time.
Alright.
Just rolled a goddamn 30 on an Arcana
Oh,
check. I just,
goddamn 30.
I just want to put that on the record, y'all.
Oh my god.
That's a 19 plus 11.
All right. Well, then I mechanically I'll tell you how that works.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Mm.
It's about fucking time.
I love learning.
Bastian got some shit tonight.
Fey magic.
Uh-huh.
People had to do. had to do wisdom saving throws.
Yeah.
You know the Fae is a tricky place. The more time you spend here, the more you kind of go through it and things happen to you. You experience a bit of fogginess that led to more emotional outbursts, which doesn't seem like you. And then all the items that popped up around you most definitely were illusions. Inside this particular case, you saw illusionary manifest of familiar items from your past. These could be things such as tools, jewelry boxes, music boxes, etc. for 1 hour. It is a part of Fey magic that makes you relive items from your past in the forms of illusions. And whenever you try to focus too heavily, it's an illusion, so it is gone.
Can I do an arcane check to see if I know anything?
Yes. You experience this.
16.
Oof.
You don't know. You don't know
Surprisingly
the.
good.
You don't know the specifics. But the more times that everybody is like, I don't know what you're talking about, makes you believe that they may have been illusions.
Yo, I think these were illusions.
I believe you're right, yes.
All the way up into the real thing. And you're just like, I don't think that other thing was illusion, though. I felt that.
Yeah.
The other things never quite touched you and just kind of tried to influence you.
Yeah. So, do we have a safe word for the Feywild?
Pineapple juice.
I don't know why I want to make it 2 words, but
Alright, I'll just remember pineapple juice.
So-
So whenever
just
weird
pineapple.
whenever weird things start happening to us, let's remember pineapple juice.
No, just pineapple. You don't want to make it 2 words. That makes it more difficult.
So, okay, pineapple. Okay. Okay, just remember pineapple. Code word for this group.
Was this also your code word for your time with the Feria?
He didn't have one.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Your code word is probably keep going. So,
They don't give code words in there.
He paid for that.
Yeah, I paid for
He's
no
getting
code
his
words.
money's
Hey.
worth here.
So that's a callback. Okay, so y'all are still within this. The mist is still around, occurring. Go ahead and make perception checks, everybody at the table.
God. +1.
Don't you have a
16.
16. Is
I
that,
have on perception.
is that a 1?
That's a nat 1.
Oh no.
I
You
got,
begin walking off the
17.
cliff again. I'm
No,
just
no,
kidding.
no,
I'm just
no.
kidding.
Alright, I got 23.
You're
Son
good.
of a bitch,
18.
no.
No,
18.
I would rather
23.
walk off the cliff.
23.
Acrobatics
With a
is where I'm good.
23, further down the cliff line, you see a shack. Does not seem to have like any kind of movement through it, and you have so far not been experiencing any of these illusions.
What do I see with a nat 1?
Absolutely
You
not.
see dense fog and one more face cop out.
Pineapples! Pineapples!
You're good.
You
I don't
all
see
see
anything.
this face pop out in his direction and try to touch at him.
Wait, y'all see this also?
You're good. It's fine.
It's fine. What? What?
You feel this rag against your skin and it is cold to the touch, but it evaporates.
You're good.
Draken, stay with me. Stay with me, buddy.
I
was-
wanna go.
was not an illusion.
Stay with me.
His natural one brought upon a ghost for like a quick second.
Alright, stay with me.
Y'all are still feeling the effects of the melancholy though. That did not go away.
Oh great.
Y'all are still feeling the sense of dread.
We are still depressed.
Alright.
Thanks.
Hey guys, I see there's a shack down here.
Further down the cliffside. If y'all further down, about maybe this way before leading into the
Did
Hunterwood.
I not see it was an 18?
No.
I was
No,
Fey
not-
touched
not
and
to the
then
fog.
ghost touched.
There's a thing there. There's the Hunterwood before you that has fog continuously going around. You could, because of the map, go around toward the direction of the Lake of Echoes. But sooner or later, you're going to have to go into it or stay around the cliffside. But at some point, you're still going to have to go through because the cliff does not quite lead to the Autumn Court's home.
So, what do you guys think?
He says if you want to go in there, or if you want to try and deviate your time by going to other paths, kind of thing.
I think let's just go into this little hut. See what's there.
Go to the shack.
Because you never have bad ideas.
I'm not the one who just randomly jumped off
It is on the
cliff
side
and
of the
couldn't get
cliff,
back
so
on.
like a little bit further down this way.
I was doing it.
It goes about maybe like halfway
Who actually
before
saved
into
him?
the thing.
We both did, kind of.
Do we really want to stay right by these cliffs that we have already tried to walk off several times?
Probably not.
I I want to go there.
I suggest
You never know.
We get away from the cliffs. Last thing we need is
I have
to
no idea what went
experience
down
whatever you
down
guys.
there.
You rolled super shitty on the woods. I cannot let you have another try.
Yeah.
Are y'all wanting to go through the woods? The other path would be going in the direction of the Lake of Echoes. There's the cliff, the woods, or the lake. Those are your three options of how to get there right now.
Can I do a history check on what the dude said about the world? Like, because he kind of did a mention of the places.
You did?
He did a mention over the main courts and sort of the people in charge. That's about it. Nothing about the actual travel to get there.
All right.
I have a guide for that part.
I just remember.
Yeah, that was supposed to be his job.
Stellar.
Hey, isn't our guide like in the middle of the group? Shouldn't he be in the front?
He should be.
Yeah, I mean, kind of weird for a guide.
So purportedly the strongest of the group.
It's really weird how the dude with the highest AC is always in the back, but I'm not complaining.
Do you say this? You're right. You just have this quick thought, like maybe I should be in the front. No,
What's your AC?
Here's a
20.
wild thought. Why do we keep letting the wizard go off and be in the front?
I don't know why y'all let the wizard walk away.
I went after him later.
After
That
you
went
heard him
great.
scream.
You know what? I want to be further away from those guys. I'm gonna go for the water. It looks inviting.
Woo! I legitimately
Alright, I
thought
start
it was
walking
going to be
towards the
something
hut.
like I could swim around the thing.
I'm sorry about it. I did not know that's where your mind was going. I thought you were just like, I'm just gonna go for a swim for a second. I just want to be away from these guys.
Yeah, no, I was trying to keep going, but going like through the water instead. But nope, it's
What's in
sheer
this
cliff.
hut?
Or do you go to the
I'm
hut?
I'm walking towards this hut.
He begins to walk away.
Do
The
we go-
fog is still
We
thick.
should probably go with him, shouldn't we?
We've got it. We can't do this again. Hold on, we gotta follow.
Y'all, the fog is still thick, but y'all are kind of. All right, there's the edge. We're just keeping a good eye on the edge.
Do we need to get like a rope system here where we tie each other to like?
That is on y'all. Are y'all gonna?
Sure, I'm
gonna
down
pull,
for that.
Because if one person falls, the rest of the team is gonna go too. Most likely, either that or they're gonna save your ass. There's a 50-50 chance there.
like the other side of it. The rest of us can
All right,
try.
Draken's
and do
The
gonna
rest
be
of
in
us
the back.
die and we begin campaign 2.
Draken's in the back because he's the heaviest. I can be like an anchor here.
I mean, that'd be good because I got an idea for a new character.
Do you want to be the heaviest
He's gonna
that's
be a
in the
serial
back or the
killer.
strongest that's in the back?
You behind me. So we got heaviest and strongest right beside each
All
other.
right, so you two are leading in the back.
I can't believe we're gonna wind
I'm
up
not
with
going
wizard leading
to
the
tie
party again.
myself to it. I'm just going to hold it with like a death grip.
I guess I'll be in the.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna let go of us.
I'll be in the front.
You're right. You're going in front. Michael, you in the middle of all this?
I guess so.
Your companions are where they are, and y'all tell me how that works. Your companions are walking side by side with you guys.
We hold their
Yeah.
hand.
Oh shit, Bill off, my dude. I forgot about you.
Hello, my dude.
Everyone holds.
he looks at you. If he's like, if it makes you feel any better, I completely forgot about you too. you were falling, and I could have done something, but I
No,
did
he
nothing.
wouldn't. have
Reamer
much.
is walking a little ahead, kind of like with a sassy, like prestigious walk, because he just totally told me off and got away with it.
He's taking the small victory.
Yes.
So, okay.
Sevri's just shaking her head. What the fuck am I
Sevri is
doing
just like,
here?
you fucking idiots.
How did I get in this?
Moving on, y'all continue. You're going the direction of the hut.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a perception check.
6 plus 6.
10.
10.
20.
11.
I'm
Wait,
sorry.
perception.
Yeah, perception.
12.
I got 10.
One more time. 12.
20.
20. Ooh.
12.
12.
10.
10.
10.
10. Got you. Y'all begin moving forward, and you, keeping an eye out throughout the fog, go into the direction of the hut. You see an old Eladrin man. Inside the Twilight Court, this would be a autumn
This is a
Eladrin.
funny sight.
This individual has a pale skin, but very, very blonde hair. Usually autumn usually have like very vibrant dark black hair. This must be a very old Eladrin. Just rocking back and forth, not paying any attention to the fact that y'all are are moving. If y'all were stealthing or not, he does nothing to acknowledge you. He's just looking out over the cliff face and his little run-me-down shack.
Well,
Does anyone want to say anything to me?
it's afternoon. Like
It
it's
is
afternoon
it
in
is
this
dusk.
world.
It is about dusk. So
Okay.
sunset. But the sun is not down. There's like bits of light here.
Good evening, kind sir. How are you doing today?
Go ahead and make an insight check.
Can we all do that?
Sure.
Okay.
Just to try it.
Alright.
Actually, you make a medicine check.
Medicine. Oh.
13.
13.
11.
Can I use that same roll?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, yeah, 17 plus 4.
You got a
21.
I got a nat 1.
Oh, you're just like, he's a nice. He seems like a nice old man. You do a medicine check on this guy, and Draken is clearly talking loud enough for somebody to hear him. This individual might have hearing issues and might be deaf.
Oh, good.
So he still has not yet acknowledged y'all's presence as y'all are making the way toward his shack.
He either really doesn't want to talk to us, or he might be deaf.
Yeah, he continues to not acknowledge y'all's presence at the time being.
And he's looking off.
He's
onto the
looking.
cliff.
He's looking over in the direction of the waters that's kind of glistening inside the dust set sun, with a slight tear down his face, just looking down across. You took a second, and other than the kind of mist, it is a very pretty setting.
I'm gonna untangle myself from the rope, and I'm gonna walk over there, gently, non-threatening, put my hand on his shoulder.
Stab.
You do this. Ah! He freaks out for a second. Had no idea you were there. Ah, sir, you're the fuck. He just looks around. No idea who the fuck you are, who you are, what you are. Hey, you. Who are you? Why are you at my home?
As loud, like not loud like threatening, but more like I'm trying to make sure he understands me.
I get you. You're yelling at him.
Yes. I am Draken Josh. It is nice to meet you. And I pull out my hand to shake his hand.
I'm sorry, but I don't want any Girl Scout cookies. But he does reach out and grabs your hand as well. He doesn't seem malevolent or bad. He just seems old and it's just you probably shouldn't be standing around in the cliffs. They're not the safest place. It's not the best place to be. Why are you at my home? I don't want any Girl Scout cookies.
I reach into my keg, pour a glass of wine, hand it to him, in the sense of like, no Girl Scout cookies, wine.
Brian, he looks over and he sees the red liquid. Oh, go ahead and make a performance check.
All right.
Because I can't quite remember how your performance, if I remember correctly, was pretty lackluster for this last time.
That's a 9.
That's a 9. It is definitely not your best.
Okay.
He looks at it and like, I feel like it turned. We tend to have much better things here, but I'll tell you what, you're a nice boy. Now get off my land. I don't want to be rude. This is just not the place for visitors usually.
Yes, sir. Have a nice day. Starts walking away.
Start talking away. You all are. Anybody else wanted to do anything else? You see the shack. You see them kind of talking.
I guess.
Huh?
We're here.
I guess I'll do a investigation check just to look around.
Okay, go
see
ahead.
what's around.
Just gonna snoop around on this man.
Not gonna take anything, just looking around while they're talking. 3, 4, 5.
5.
That ain't great.
It's not the you look around. The house has been pretty tossed, or not. Well, maybe not tossed, but just not been kept up. You do see kind of like a family portrait that was drawn with him and a bit younger, a woman and a child. But you see no evidence of them being here. Could be because of a 5. Could be something else.
We're not stealing from the
I
old...
didn't. I just said I bet he does.
With a 5, you see so much gold.
Gold.
Yeah, that's the joke.
I'm gonna do an investigation too, so +8 to this.
Gotcha.
That's a 17.
17. With the 17, you see a little pamphlet that kind of outlines something. You see in the portrait, you see they are named. The man's name seems to be Herschel. The woman's name has been scratched through and has been kind of rubbed. The boy's name was Malaxis. You do also see a little note that talks about it's a farewell note that talks about Malaxis being drowned. You get that little bit. Once again, the name kind of scratched through on the bottom, like pinned and through and whatever else.
That's pretty rough, guys.
Sounds like he's had a rough life.
Go ahead and roll me sleight of hand, you two, as you investigate his premises.
Okay, well here's where the fail comes. +0 on this.
I got +3.
16.
I got a 10.
10. You get this uneasy feeling. The air around you cools.
Oh shit.
And you see your breath come up before you. You also see the breath kind of come before Herschel as well, and he looks around frantically. Alright, he rolled very wood. He just looks at you. Hey, get away from there! Move away from my home! And tries to start yelling at you to get away. It seems less out of anger. It seems, get out of here.
I'm leaving. Why? Stop messing with the old guy. He was nice.
No, we want to go to the shack though.
And I had a very pleasant experience with the old deaf
You wanted
guy.
to plunder a shack, remember?
Alright, yeah.
Are you walking your way?
Walk away.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. The cool air follows you for a time being, but whenever you step more than about 50 feet away from the premises and continuing forward in the direction of the woods, because that's basically where y'all are having to run through now, it stops. Go ahead and make me a quick either perception or arcana check, Xanzibar.
Alright, okay.
You can
Same
do this.
thing.
I believe in you.
14 plus 6, so 20.
14 plus 6, 20. You look back through and you see the floating image of a woman, paled, seems to be in line of sight from where you remember Herschel to be being, looking back over and just watching him as he watches at her. She was not there before, but you are walking away and seems to reveal. A quick little bit before, or a quick little bit after, mist rolls in and she vanishes back into the mist.
I feel like we just found out a very tragic story, and I don't want to mess with this guy anymore.
This
Counterpoint,
this
like
encounter
that's the
honestly
principle.
could have gone so many different ways had you done anything less than nice to him. I was really looking forward to see what you were going to say to him. After this, I'll let you know how that could have gone, but it could have been very tragic. But I'm assuming for now y'all are walking away.
Yeah,
Y'all are.
I mean, before I even knew that this could be tragic, I didn't want to mess with this
Y'all
guy.
would have to be in the woods now.
Yeah. Like, I would have felt so terrible to steal from the deaf old man.
Alright, so I'm not
You're
doing
his
this,
family.
but what if I had used message to talk into his brain just then?
I mean, he probably would have been able to understand it better than me screaming.
So, like, we're walking away, and as we're walking, I, like, cast message on my shoulder, I say something right to his brain.
Are you doing that?
No, I'm not. I'm just putting out there. What if I had actually done
Oh
that?
yeah, I'll tell y'all about the apparition or whatever I saw.
If you would like, you can make a religion check.
Religion check. Uh-oh.
Xanzibar, you as well.
If he
Plus
said
5.
it, can we all roll?
16.
11.
16.
15.
Roll again.
Roll again.
Yeah, for you. Yeah.
Alright, I mean... That's
You should have a natural advantage on this.
15 plus 8... No, 5 plus 8.
Okay, so not the best for you. You're off your game. This was a banshee. This most definitely was the lost soul of a woman spited in life. Most fucking definitely was a banshee. A very evil, horrifying undead.
You
I
mused
saw
out
a,
loud.
I think I just saw a banshee.
A what?
A BANSHE.
You're a necromancer,
Uh-huh.
but you didn't get
A banshee.
That is so sad. You need to catch up on your studies, man.
Big,
It's one of those things, if you leave it up to a roll, I'm gonna fail it. I've learned this.
It's a real spooky ghost.
Alright, so
This
y'all
is such a
are-
tragic story.
We don't want to go fight it.
So the old man was just there trying to protect people from possibly his own wife. Because he did tell us to leave.
He told you to leave. You don't know unless anybody told you about the stuff. I don't know if you know about the wife bit. Did you say anything about the
Yeah, I
portrait?
imagine like we're just like casually talking about it as we're
Yeah.
walking away from this
As
thing.
you're
like-
walking more into the mist, I'm going to need your guy to give me a survival check.
Probably should have saved that dude. You'll be fine.
Just going into the mist talking, yeah, that was really fucked up there. We almost walked into
Just a
something
9.
bad there.
Just a
And
nod.
that dude's got a loot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. As you're leading them through the twilight woods of the Hunterwood, Draken, you feel a prick upon your arm.
First the ghost, now whatever this is.
I need you to go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
On a prick. Uh-oh, this ain't good.
8.
Oh, you're
8.
got 8.
No bueno.
You take 1 point of piercing damage.
Oh, this ain't good.
What kind of
I'm going to
sound effects?
need.
Yeah, you know if it's only
Going
1 point, there's other effects
I'm going to
on.
need this.
Instant
You
death.
look down into your arm and you see this piece of rosewood bramble. And you look over and you see this tree that is just covered inside these bramble vines that has gone all the way around it, seeming to be making a wall of these thorny vines. It hurts. You kind of go to pull at it and it's not quite wanting to come out properly.
Yo, Bastian, you're a doctor.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah, you have any cutty things?
Like,
Slowly opens up his horrors kit.
Get this out.
like some,
Roll a d8.
like you need some forceps or something.
Let's see, that's scalpel, bone saw, bone saw.
I'll say
bone
on
saw.
a
3.
That's a D10. Hold on. I'll say on a 1 through 4, you're walking more into the woods. 5 through 8, you're walking back toward the cliff.
Oh boy.
8.
You are in the direction. He stops what he's doing, and as soon as he says this, eyes glaze over with this green energy, and he just
No.
starts
no,
walking.
no, no, no.
Starts walking back.
grab it.
He's. If anybody wants, you can go ahead and make a grapple check on him. Go ahead and roll a strength check on
Strength
against
check.
him.
Oh,
Make
thank
it.
you.
Make a dexterity
Thank you.
saving throw.
What? No.
It's a
12.
10.
Oh, yes.
You rolled a
I rolled a 2.
I got a 9.
Oh, by the way, you're down 2 luck points. Write that
Yeah,
down.
yeah, I know.
Yeah, I got you.
Down 2 luck points. Okay, so he rolled a 2.
Luckily, luck
plus
points are easy to
plus
remember.
plus your dex.
Oh, that's
Dex saving throw.
5. So that's 7.
7. Anybody get higher than a 7?
I got a 9.
Okay, you are holding
I got a
him,
12.
and he tries to lock away. He looks back around. They are now currently holding you. Go ahead and make another Constitution saving throw.
6 plus 5, 11.
Y'all feel his arm beginning to become harder, stronger, and you see from the
That's not good.
prick, wood and bark begin to grow out of your arm. For the time being, your armor class is increased by 2, but your speed is reduced by 10.
Oh.
And you're beginning to feel the wood and everything begin to go into your legs, going down, as if you were being rooted.
You're becoming a tree.
So minus 10, so...
Fey Guide, what is happening right now?
Yeah.
Go ahead and
Nope.
roll an Arcana check.
Should I roll this as well?
No.
That's a 10.
Can I roll?
No.
Oh,
He
okay.
is- y'all are not known for this world's weird magics.
Why has our guide not gotten anything yet?
It's a 10.
This is an odd tree, most for sure.
Our guide knows nothing of this world.
But I've been here for over 100 years.
For now, you are continuously growing more and more bark.
You know, I'm kind of fine with this.
Alright, so
I feel stronger.
But you might become a tree.
I'm gonna pull out the doctor's kit. Can I get something to extract the bramble?
Not without hurting him severely.
Have any anesthetics?
It seems the bramble has been moving inward as well. It's going in the arm.
I am Draken.
This is only gonna get
Pretty
worse
bad.
if we hold on to it. I can try and operate now, or you can become
Roll
a
another
tree.
D8. You begin to move again.
Or he can walk off the cliff. Any of these things can
Same
happen.
direction.
5.
You begin walking back in the direction of the cliff again. Y'all are already holding him. Do it with advantage. Do another dex save.
What
That's
other
an
was
20.
16.
Never mind.
I thought it was
He
the
still
higher
keeps you
numbers. Oh wait, no, the higher numbers.
Higher
was
levels
close.
was back in the direction of the cliff. So
Yeah.
he doesn't have 20. You don't even roll anyway. See if you get a crit. Because then it comes down to a number game.
8.
Okay. No, he's still holding on to you. You feel this urge to move, and then once again you. What is happening right now? And you're just having these gaps of memory.
Yeah, we need to get rid of whatever just happened.
Yeah, I'm
Guide.
Unless someone stops me, I'm going to start operating on this arm.
Don't operate on my arm. This feels really
Someone
deep.
that's not actively turning into a
my,
tree.
My
Opinion.
bone feels like it might be wood.
That's not good.
Yeah, pull it out.
They're not.
Hold on, I got
Got it ready.
What is going on here? Why are you looking at me like this?
I know this probably won't
He's gonna
work.
hold you down. I'm gonna operate.
Xanzibar, you gotta help.
Meanwhile, Zanzibar's out.
This is gonna become a fight. I'm just warning y'all.
I know this probably won't work,
You,
but I'll give it a
emotions
try.
are still high on y'all.
Yeah.
As well.
This probably won't work, but I'll give it a try. I'll try to spell magic, like kind
You
of
try to
cast away
spell magic.
See if I can cast away the.
See, that would be good if this was a magical effect and not a nature effect.
You cast to dispel magic. The only item that tries to become dispelled is Belov's longbow. It is dispelled. You're no longer have a +1 longbow.
Well,
And your
I'm sorry.
condemner begins to absorb in this dispel magic, but then dispels the dispel.
I grabbed my longbow.
Belov looks at it like, you best careful when using dispel magic on our own selves.
thank you, Bella, for your always timely information. Tell me, my six-fingered friend, do you have a suggestion for how to keep our elephant from becoming a tree?
I have a flamethrower turret.
That is less than
I feel
ideal.
extra flammable right now, so let's not do that.
Let's just go ahead and pull this out of his arm.
He had an answer to your question. You don't give a fuck if it's the right one.
Bella?
How long do y'all take on this?
No, I'm heading. I'm like,
You're trying to walk away. They're still holding you.
yeah, I'm like, let's go. if we just get this finished with, this might be.
What do you mean get this finished? You're actively turning into a tree right now and trying to walk off a cliff.
We have to fix you.
Do y'all have an idea how to fix me without killing me or cutting off my
Pulling
arm?
it out.
If you, yes, I'm a doctor. I can do a lot of these
It
things.
continues to spread, and now it's beginning to go into
God,
your
just can't
trunk.
yank it out.
That is a crit.
That's a
Crit.
What are you doing?
Wait. I might crit this also. No.
You have a luck point.
No, I'm not using
You're not
it.
using it to give him
'Cause
disadvantage?
there is way.
What are you doing specifically?
I'm trying to operate on his arm.
You
to
take
get rid
out
of
a
the
bone
thing.
saw. This has become too big of a problem now.
Are you cutting off
Ye-
my arm?
You're
I'm
going to have to
trying not
cut
to.
deeply into this bark, and you try to cut with it. This is made for flesh and bone. You're cutting bark. Your tool, even with a crit, is beginning. You're going ahead and roll me 2d10 worth of slashing
better have
damage.
some crazy healing
Oh my
spells
God.
and some great alcohol. Good berry.
Where's it?
Alcohol.
Where's
I already have it ready.
Where's the blue dice? Because that's where your thing is.
Yeah.
I think. Here it is.
Somebody.
I think the D10 is in here somewhere.
Oh,
If not, you can just have.
if
the
I don't
D10,
have an
'cause
arm
is just
after this,
our
I'm killing
extras.
y'all.
Okay. That's
10. You take 10. What's your intelligence? Oh wait, no. Medicine is wisdom, right? Medicine is
Yeah.
wisdom. What's your wisdom modifier?
+2.
You take 12 points of slashing damage as he is trying to cut into your arm. No, you crit. You take 24 points of slashing damage as he cuts into your arm,
You're gonna
trying
kill
to
me.
get this bramble out. Go ahead and make one more Constitution saving throw, as the bramble has reached the bone.
I
It's
got
now
a lot
going
going
deeper
on.
into the bone as well.
Will you do
corrupting
math
it.
right now?
Yeah, what do you want me to
I'm
do?
about to drink.
Minus
I
20.
might have drank too much.
What are you at, 56?
Minus 24.
Thirty-
Constitution saving throw.
32. You're at 32 now.
Okay, I made a 16 plus 5.
21.
16 plus 5. It digs into your arm, but then stops. And then just goes all into your arm, into your bloodstream. I'm going to go ahead and tell you how this worked. You succeeded on the Constitution saving throw on the third try. On a successful save, this effect is now done, but it is not reversed. You maintain your +2 AC and your -10. If you failed, you would have sprung roots and turned into a tree.
Called it.
Wait, so I just got a permanent
Go ahead and
plus
make a
2
religion
AC?
check.
And -10 speed.
Yeah.
Is
You will now have bark armor upon your trunk and your body, but it does not seem to be disappearing. But it doesn't seem to be growing anymore. And
You
the
know-
roots around your feet, you move, and they detach into the ground. You are no longer rooting.
You know, I'm kind of fine with this,
5,
in all honesty.
you do not know what this is.
I am fine with this as long as it's not growing. I'm a tanky boy.
If it's taking away his speed, is that also going to do something to his acrobatics?
It does not say.
So I'm gonna say
So
no.
I'm going to say
Wow.
you lost 10 speed, but got it +2 AC.
What?
I'm fine with this.
That is if you fail the third time, but that is if you fail until the third time, but then pass. It doesn't reverse what happens. It just stops.
So the other 2 times it would have reversed it.
Yes.
Okay, I just got. Oh, I'm happy.
What?
Xanzibar, you being
17
you,
for that.
you're a cleric. I feel like that should be a roll thing. I'll let you do one more religion check. You can
Alright.
you get roll higher than a 5.
I need
Anything more than that, you're gonna need to start doing a spell.
4 plus.
Y'all are not fixing
3.
me. I'm
7.
fine with
7.
this.
You have no fucking clue.
Look, I am becoming more like one with nature. I look at Rimuru.
Your eyes have now also begun to change as well. They're one.
Wait, am I changing more? I'm
No. This is still part of the other change. It went through your the bark of your nose.
Do I have
And it's-
amber-colored eyes?
You do not have amber color.
Oh, that would have been
You
epic.
have woody brown eye in one and leaf green in the other.
He's got a wooden eye now.
This is awesome. I love this.
So you have that happening now.
Okay, I just took a lot of damage.
He does have an exposed limb right now. His arm is
Does anyone have any healing?
but the brambles kind of helping with that. It's like filling in the void, but it's still exposed.
I would offer to treat the wound, but I'm not a plant doctor, so.
Well, you felt fine with cutting it off. You were a doctor 5 seconds
Did you
ago.
want to be a tree?
I was saying I was fine with it.
No, not like a moving tree. I mean a very stationary, you are here forever tree.
One with nature, man.
My dies tree.
Heal me! Just do something. It hurts.
Reamer pulls out a sprig like, This is his third one.
No,
give you good
you've
berry
used
soup.
too many.
God,
Good berry soup.
You
I
have
didn't make it
3.
before we left.
Huh?
I didn't make it before we left.
I don't recall you making that before you left. You
Did
didn't
I
say
not?
any, You didn't say
I
anything
didn't
about
say
making. Nope.
Oh.
You didn't make it. You didn't say anything, and this will take an hour to make.
Yep. Wait about an hour.
Can you do that while we're
Short rest?
He's going to have to concentrate on this heavily.
Oh shit.
Well, we'll be at watch. Well, short rest.
I'll just use it. Unless y'all want to take a rest.
Short rest might get me back up.
I can heal you, but...
Okay, just heal me and let's go on.
Alrighty, what do we want to do here?
The longer we stay here, the more we're gonna run
Just heal
into
me.
something stupid.
Alright, we're going to do Cure Wounds at the 2nd level, so it will be 2d8 plus my Wisdom modifier.
Oh great, the D8, the one I'm always bad at finding.
If it has a 0 on it, it's not a DA.
This has no 0.
I think that's it, yeah.
Alright, 2d8 plus
Oh, 1. 7, 8.
We got 8
Plus his wisdom.
3.
11 points to you. And you mark off a
Yeah.
second level spell slot.
So that's 43. Alright, I'm not feeling the best, but I'll just keep on. We're good.
I haven't used this many spells in a while.
Y'all are inside the woods. The mist is still a thing happening.
Of course it is.
Are y'all being stealthy through here?
Preferably.
Why not? I'll roll.
Reamer asks if anybody wants to pass without trace.
Sure.
Are you doing it, or are you making? Okay, you're doing it.
Yeah.
So you see him bring like this just bit of darkness around and just engulfs all of you and makes you feel more at one with nature. You use your Veil of Shadows, so you cannot do it again for the rest of the day. Add plus 10 to whatever you roll.
21.
23.
21, 23,
17.
17,
28.
28. It's pretty good, guys.
It ain't bad.
17, 28.
Once again,
What was
the
yours,
elephant-
Michael?
23.
I love
And Hunter?
that.
Hold on. Oh, I forgot to add my stuff to it, so...
Cody, please do
Uh,
not make
24.
my wood thing ever disappear.
That's not on me. There is a way to get rid of it.
I don't want. This is beautiful.
Alright, y'all rolled super fucking well. And okay, so that's what I'm gonna have to use. Y'all continue forward. I'm going to need a survival check from your guide. Are y'all still maintaining into the woods even more? Y'all going in through there? Are y'all like, maybe we should backtrack back around? This is gonna take more time. But
Mr. Guide, what's
my
the
God.
best course of action?
3?
Oh no.
Do you want another?
Yes, please. I cannot stand that.
Go ahead.
We just put a blindfold on Bastian and turned him around.
Okay, that's a
Keep him
That's
pointing in
19.
direction.
There we go. You have a better. You know where the fuck to go.
Was that just a pity advantage we just gave?
Yes. How? Okay.
I'm not using this dice no more.
You continue on, making your way throughout here, and the fog becomes heavier and heavier as you make your way from inside this direction into the way of the Silk Basin.
We'll get there one day.
Silver Silk Basin. It's been more hours here. You two, go ahead and make another wisdom saving throws.
Oh yeah, forgot all about that. 12.
12 for you. Not high enough now. Time has passed. You're good.
20.
Go ahead and roll another 1d10.
Oh no. Looking for that 0.
Yep.
4.
Is that what you got last time?
Your brain becomes more foggy and you are prone to more emotional outbursts.
Okay. Is there any
You are
positive
once again
things in here?
Probably not.
Not right now. As y'all continue on, the fog gets more and more heavy until eventually it
Pineapples.
completely dies away.
You're good.
And you go and you all see a small clearing with a large ancient tree within the center of the clearing. The tree has been long dead and is silver with age. The tree is actual silver.
I
But
want some
there
of
is
that bark.
old blood impaled upon broken branches. And as you look up, you see what seems to be a very rough, sewn together with twine, eladrin that is sticking into one of the brambles. Here's the branch, his body is in there. His body apparently has been torn apart and then restitched. Anybody can make a perception check on this if you want.
That's not 20.
20.
22.
16.
15.
15. You all see movement inside the body that just slithers. With the nat 20, you also note that this tends to be a warning sign from a hag that they have been here.
This is.
Also, see with the nat 20, you know this thing is a potential trap. It's a horrifying fate. The person still seems to be alive, even though they've been tortured and sewn back together, trapped here, just like wiggling, just trying to get free, mouth sewn, so you hear.
Oh, I feel terrible.
And this slithering throughout the skin.
I know this is gonna sound crazy, but I feel like we need to help him.
No, do not go near it.
Question with my 15. Is this wood anything special?
It is silver. You look over at it, I'll say with a 15, and because you're a guild merchant, look at it. This is a metal tree. This is a silvered tree. This was once bark, had been rechanged into metal.
Oh, I want some of that bark. That sounds awesome.
It's a
I
trap.
say we ask our guide about it first.
It's a trap.
What type of trap?
It's a message from the hag to let us know, as a warning.
As a warning that they're here? I mean, I feel like we're kind of stuck with the situation now. Either way we go.
We need to avoid the tree.
Do you get closer to the tree to keep on investigating it? Well, Mr. AC +2, what you gonna do?
I do like this new AC.
I mean,
Think
you
about
are
your,
part tree, so you should
your
be able to
very glassy
communicate.
friend Bastian, who cannot.
Yeah. Can I try communicating with the tree since I am becoming one with the trees?
No,
Do
it's
not,
metal now.
you do not have commune with nature. I am sorry. The tree form did not give you commune with nature.
Even if you did, it's a
I
metal
definitely
tree now.
try.
You're more tree than
I
it
Go
is.
ahead and make
reach-
a nature check. The Feywild is a living being here in all things. Make a nature check.
Not one.
As you get closer to feel this connection, the wiggling continues to go until eventually the body bursts. A swarm of poisonous snakes fall upon you, and an insect plague happens upon your direction. First off, insect plague, because that's happening first. Makes you feel any better. The wood is still untarnished. The tree is still standing there, but the electric body into a mixture of bees,
Did the guy die?
beetles. His body
Probably,
exploded.
yeah. I would hope so.
I need you to make a Constitution saving throw. I need to look at the thing.
This is the worst fucking pinata I've ever seen.
20.
That's probably good enough.
Please tell me that. Got it?
Probably.
Do I have anything for that? No. I do not.
That saves.
Thank God.
I'm good because I didn't have any poison
That-
stuff.
But you're still
It-
playing.
Make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check. Make an Arcana check. You are gonna still take damage though.
That is
Okay.
14 total.
13.
13.
15.
What was the original?
14.
14. This is powerful shit in magic, and he's lucky.
Not god level.
You
magic,
take-
but
4d10 piercing damage, halved. 5, 6, 24. You take 12 points of piercing damage as these bees, beetles, and various other insects come and bite at you. And then you're also being attacked by a swarm of poisonous snakes.
A swarm of snakes.
Does my 20 still work for this?
No, they're having to roll to hit you.
Oh, okay.
This is where your +2 AC comes in.
It is a full swarm, so they do full damage. That is a 23 to hit.
Oh, that hits.
You take
Shield of Faith, what the hell is there?
8 points of piercing damage, and I make you make a Constitution saving throw again.
What, you said 8?
8 points of piercing damage, and I need you to make another Constitution saving
32
throw.
minus 8.
24. 24. And then I need you to make a con save.
Okay.
Dang.
19 plus 5.
Yeah, okay, you take half as well. You take 7 points of poison damage. As the snakes bite into you, and as soon as they touch upon the ground, evaporate. Leaving
14
no
minus
trace
7
of
is
any
7.
of their existence.
Yeah, 7.
Rough.
And like I said,
Rough, guys.
How do you-
Right.
Oh, wait, I was at 24. I'm
I
at
was gonna say,
17.
hold on a
There's
second.
17.
Wait a How did
But the body is gone. There's viscera and organs everywhere. All the insects and poisonous snakes evaporated upon once they have done their duty. But the tree is still silvered in front of you.
I want some of that bark.
Do you have any way of cutting it?
I mean, I have like a short sword.
That doesn't
I
cut
don't-
through metal.
No. You need like a
That's
pickaxe.
gonna be
Or like a chisel
very-
or something.
that's gonna be very hard.
Could I use like a piercing arrow shot on the side to kind of get through?
Make an intelligence or a wisdom check.
I mean, both of those are gonna be
I
bad.
have one more idea for you, but I don't.
11.
You can certainly try.
You said you had an idea?
Yeah, you can set something on fire and then kind of melt it. And then you soften it.
It'd have to be really
It
hot.
has to be very hot.
You got any fire spells going?
I do, but Firebolt's a cantrip.
Okay, firebolt. I'm gonna do my druid craft.
I'll do Sacred Flame also.
All at the same time. Just
All right.
Flame on.
Make a spell attack. Make a. It's a tree. It fails. So roll your damage. You roll with advantage. It's a tree. You're doing your piercing shot.
yeah.
Okay. Roll your damage because it fails because it's a tree and it has 0 dex.
15.
That's
for-
negative dex.
15 plus
Where's
8.
my-
Yeah. Go ahead and roll your damage for Firebolt. Are you doing anything more than Firebolt?
No.
And then at your level, it's 2d10, right?
This should be Firebolt.
As you all attack this silver tree. And now it's a tree. It was just sleeping, minding its own business, and then you guys come and fuck it all up. I'm just kidding. Y'all are fine.
You got, was it
God damn it, the stupid D10. Why does it keep.
Did you lose my d10?
No,
There it is.
Let's see.
I was gonna say, don't lose my d10.
I'm trying not to.
6
4,
plus
9, 13.
7. 13.
Also 13.
13 points of damage, so 23 so far.
Plus.
It's a d10 plus a
Yeah.
d6 from your
Kinda doing something bad.
4. Oh, D6. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Thank you.
But what else could
5
go
plus
wrong?
the
The poison damage isn't going to affect this.
Okay.
If anything, the poison would make this process kind of shitty.
plus 7.
Plus 7. So what was it? It's 20. It's 26
5
from
plus
them.
7.
5 plus 7. Is that another? That's 12.
That's 12.
Yeah.
So 26, 38 points of damage to the tree.
All you get off is an EDP. Great.
Just knock off a branch. Now what you gonna do?
Problem.
There's a thing for this actually. Okay, they have that. That could work.
Funny, they didn't think anyone would be stupid enough to try and break off a piece of the metal tree.
Sounds pretty awesome.
Load for me.
Metal bark.
Load. There we go. Come on, give me a
Imagine
purpose.
making a bow with metal wood.
The whole idea of a bow that it's flexible.
It could be. I mean, it's bark. The trees grow, so I mean.
Okay, that's good to know. Okay, that's good to know. You get, yeah,
You get 45 pieces of silvered bark.
Okay.
I'm taking that off of the damage from what a dragon leaf tree is, which apparently is the thing. Apparently, this tree also is supposed to have a breath weapon.
A breath weapon.
Yeah, it's
Tree can fucking breathe.
it has a loyalty to dragons, is what this dragon leaf tree is. But I'm using the thing for its slashing damage, so you get 45. You did way more than enough for that piece of for that piece of bark.
Nice.
So you have 45 pieces of bark with that blow. There's still a lot here. However, you are affecting. You're affecting the Feywild.
I'm gonna put
Roll a
Zerkwood.
d12.
I'm gonna put Zerkwood over it that I have left to cover it back up.
Okay. I'll say you do that. You try to use Druidcraft to make it form.
Yeah.
Make an intelligence or a wisdom check.
13 plus 1. Will that pass? You don't. It says that if you tell me what happens, but I can still ask if it passes or not before I do a luck point.
Do you feel like it passes? I can't say yes or no. If I say yes, then you have to take that roll. If I say no, you have to take that roll. I can't go like that would pass, and that way you don't waste a skill point. Do you feel that will pass? Because I rolled against you.
I'm gonna roll again. Luck. My last luck point.
Okay, that's your last luck point for the day.
Nat 20.
Nat 20. And with that, it forms.
Can you tell me what you rolled, by the way?
I rolled an 11. You would have passed.
You know what? I'm still with that nat 20. I'm
Nat
happy.
20. Something
Nat
good
20.
has to come from this, right?
Something does come from this.
Thank
You
God.
use Druidcraft, and the
Time.
Zerkwood begins to silver itself. The wood yourself, you introduce this new substance into the world of the Feywild that does not quite have up here. A floating leaf comes down from the tree as well and falls within your hand. You feel a faint magical aura from this, but you do not yet know what it can do.
Get it again.
So
Have a
just
ma-
put magic leaf.
Magic silvered leaf.
Elephant. It's everything good.
It was a nat 20, man. I gotta give you something for that.
Can I do a Arcana check on it?
Go on ahead and give me
Yeah,
an Arcana check.
Can I do? I guess an Arcana check also.
Go on ahead. God, everybody, you're on
Nine.
rush that button right now.
14.
18.
25.
18.
18, 25,
9.
9. This is a trinket. This will, when attached to a weapon, will make it a +1. It could be an add-on to an already magical weapon.
I've only had one of those.
Buddy, can I have that?
Wait, no, you still have
It
that.
has
What's
to
it
be imbued with the magic already, so basically this thing needs to be able to be attached in a way that as if it was welded to the weapon. And then from there, it will provide the +1 bonus to whatever weapon it's on.
I think I know somebody that can do that.
Beloff. Beloff.
called?
Hmm?
Bella.
Do you think you could attach this to?
He looks around into the wilderness in the
I don't think he
woods
has a
and
workshop.
sees none of his tools.
You don't carry some tools around?
He pulls out a thunder wave grenade. He was like, I can use this.
Stay away from my leaf.
You were just full of unhelpful information today, Bella.
This is not my preferred place. 1 minute I'm with you guys, and the next minute I'm here. I mean, this is truly
Oh, can I
fascinating.
do an action
beyond
surge,
measures.
by the way? Or not action surge?
Second
Second
wind?
wind?
Yeah, go on ahead. Roll a d10 plus your level.
Let me action surge against this tree. They gave me a magic.
No. Yeah, never mind. Yeah, that's 3. Yeah, I'm sorry. I looked over at the black one, and I was going to redirect you.
Wait.
Okay,
You're a 6th level fighter, so 9 points. 9 hit points back.
oh, yay.
There you go.
Oh, I'm gonna die.
No, you're fine.
Y'all, I would say, are about halfway here, in between, about to be in the direction of the silver silk basin.
I'm sorry, did you dive off a cliff and die?
Did you almost become a tree?
Did you dive off a cliff and get captured by a goo monster? I feel like I have a good gripe on
Y'all
this
are
one.
still in the emotional phase, by the way.
Yeah.
This is all supposed to happen right now.
Chris, as y'all make y'all's way closer to the silver silk basin, roll a history, nature, or
Come on, our guy, please.
It's 5.
Can someone just put a
Nothing.
blindfold on Bastian and spin him around? I will still tell you about as much as this guide has.
This land is just beyond. You should know all this.
I
You've
know,
been here
I've
before.
got round.
Why don't you remember your trek?
Did you lie on your resume?
No.
Do you even have a resume?
Y'all make
No.
y'all's way.
We hired this man without even having a resume for us.
To be fair, he wasn't so much hired as he was given.
God, I feel like he's leaving.
Let me
for
roll
a
one more
dude.
thing before y'all get there. This will determine if there's another
So have
potential
you
encounter.
actually gone this way before?
Yes, I live here.
Who hasn't had enough shit happen to them? You've had a lot happen to you. You've had a lot happen to you. You've been kind of there. You roll initiative. Whoever rolls lower
God.
is gonna be the one who either way gets.
Oh, here we go now.
Yes!
King of the low rolls.
7.
7 was your initiative.
5.
5.
Oh, plus 2.
Chris,
So mine's 9.
even or odd?
Crap. Go with odd.
You continue in your track in the middle of the Hunterwood.
You get eaten by a dinosaur.
Even odd.
T-Rex called.
Okay.
Welcome to
As y'all are
Jurassic
walking through, y'all continue on, and you see a batch of goodberries growing out of the ground, surrounded by mistletoe, on the direction of the Silver Sea Basin. You see them off to the side. The mist behind you seems to have been emanated before this tree. Y'all have passed through the tree, through the clearing. The mist no longer obscuring visions.
I look at Rimuru. I'm like, good berries are magic. This
This land magic? He shrugs his shoulders like, I don't know what's all possible here. They have to be getting them somewhere for all this soup and brew, right?
good point. Hey, you want some of that mistletoe?
Let's ask our guide.
I don't trust it.
Do you not trust it?
I
You've
don't
been-
trust
you
it.
know
Roll an
what?
investigation check with advantage.
With advantage.
You've been full of wisdom this entire time.
To 11.
An 11. It looks like the good berries that you've seen Rimuru make.
I still don't trust it.
I'm gonna go over there and try one.
You
I
go
don't-
over there and you try it.
Yeah.
To your mouth and eat it and everything?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Hold it.
As you bring it up, too late, it is a white berry instead of the virulent blueberries. And as it went into your mouth, go ahead and roll a con save.
That's a 8 plus 5,
13.
13.
Not good enough. You are sit there and you are stunned. You are paralyzed. Not moving, unable to do anything.
Can I take a short rest as being paralyzed?
You'll all just see him take this berry, and at the very last second, as it went up to his mouth, it changed form and he ate it. There's about 10 of these berries left. You, a minute later, come out of paralyzed.
I'm taking those berries.
Why?
Go ahead and make a nature check. You can go ahead and make a nature check as well. I'll say disadvantage on Draken because newcomer here.
That is a 7.
7. Survival or nature
4.
for you? Does the survival make any difference?
Oh, well then 5.
5? No. So, what was yours?
7.
Rolling all
7.
5.
You're not sure what these berries are called. You do know the effect. They look like good berries. Even
Yeah.
in your hand, it's not until you get closer and about to eat it that it changes form.
Keeping them.
You have.
Oh, and the mistletoe.
You go down to reach the mistletoe, and your hand goes through. It's an illusion.
Okay.
Write down 10 days berries. DAZE berries. See, that was a good one. I rolled between the good one and the possible attack encounter, and y'all got lucky.
That was the good one, everyone.
Wait. So no on the short rest from being paralyzed?
No, it lasts a minute.
Just a minute.
Oh.
Thank God.
You need to put one on the end of your arrow and watch it.
So y'all make y'all's way, continuing on in the to the form of
You
the
make a drink
silver
with that
silk
thing.
basin.
Hey.
Alright.
So strong
decent?
it stuns you.
Exactly. A drink so powerful it will paralyze you.
Only lasts for a minute.
I didn't like
As
that
y'all are
sound.
moving forward, y'all see a satyr seems to be looking around, trying to find something into the woods. Looking, I knew I saw it somewhere. It was around here somewhere. Just looking around, looking pretty virulent, but not finding what it's looking for.
Why did you point at me? What do you want?
You say something this time.
Aren't you the charismatic one? Aren't you the one with a +5 charisma?
Yes, our brave guy.
Hello, good sir. How are you doing today?
And he looks over and once again jumps at you because again he's busy and then you interrupt him. But could be better. Looking for my flute. We got a village of satyrs outside the Autumn Court home, and well, I'm supposed to be entertainment tonight. Oops. Can't find it.
I start looking around also for his flute. I mean,
Screw it. Let's try and help this dude
Yeah.
find his flute.
yeah.
Everybody make perception checks. He will also do his own perception check.
Can I argue an
That's a
investigation
19.
check?
Sure.
19.
That's a +8 to that.
Investigation or perception, whichever one is higher.
That's a
because you're
19
looking for
total.
19 total?
15.
I got 8.
8. Zanzibar, you find it. You find this
God.
very beautiful black wooden flute. It's expert craftsmanship. You find it in your hand.
Way to go, Xanzibar. Don't give it back to the nice man.
Would this be the flute you're looking for?
That is exactly what I'm looking for. Thank you. He goes over, takes the flute from you. I really want to repay you guys. Y'all seem like y'all have had a heck of a day.
It has been.
I became part
Terrible.
tree.
I can see that. You know, the Fae looks good on you.
Are you flirting with me?
Well, we do ecstasy.
Oh, I am so down.
It's, by that, he means emotional ecstasy, not the drug. Not the drug. I'm not introducing Molly into my world right now.
Bastian opens up his notebook.
Their drugs feel maniacs.
This is gonna go
Oh,
good.
you don't understand the excitement I just got.
Well, I have an ecstasy.
Draken on drugs.
No, it's not a drug.
First, the elephant tries to flirt with the goat man. Then the goat man offers him psychedelic drugs. What is this place? I want to go home.
I can't wait for that to go
Oh,
into your
my
notes.
Oh, my side hurts. Oh, that hurts.
Oh, I'm ready to
There
put this
is
on the site.
there is no Molly in the Feywild. Although this is the place it should be, it's not.
It just is Molly.
The only
That's-
the main thing they might have here is either going to be halfling hash or gnome sniffle bums.
Oh my god.
Which I'm considering like cocaine maybe.
Oh,
But
wow.
no, he's like in ecstasy because he's a satyr. Oh my god, your face. Hold on, I have to regain myself.
Here, wait a minute.
You, oh god. let me have a sip of that vodka there. Oof. Okay, so
you gotta drink.
he I was referring to him. He hold up. There we go. Okay.
What a chaser.
I can help y'all out with the y'all seem like y'all been busy.
I did
Would y'all like assistance back to the village that leads the way up to Elandria?
I would love some. Thank you.
I mean, y'all help me out. I'm gonna get my gig tonight. I'm gonna get paid. I mean, y'all
Can we
are-
go to your gig?
Absolutely. Honestly, that helps me. So I mean, honestly, yes. Please, just follow my lead. He begins just walking in the direction of.
Good, I need a break.
What you don't know about this elephant, he's the best backup dancer from his commune.
How did you?
What?
Did you ever
Can,
go to?
can you show me? He begins to play a tune.
Please tell me that's an acrobatics check.
It would be a performance.
Do a couple flips.
Yeah, can I do some like flips?
I will make it acrobatics or performance.
16 plus 7.
Your mushroom, for sure, has no longer worked.
Oh, that's for every
lasts-
short rest.
No, it lasts for a short run until your next rest. You've had a rest before, right? Before this. Because you used your mushroom before cliff diving after him.
Oh,
3 hours ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely. What was your first roll?
3 plus 7. That's a
10.
yeah.
You're doing okay. He stops playing a little sooner than you thought, but he gives a nice applause. He's like, if you feel
it must be the bark.
It must be the new look.
Yeah,
He
I'm
is
not
still
too
getting
used to
used
this.
to it.
I apologize. I'm a little embarrassed, but I'll do some practicing. But I still want to go to your.
You're still getting used to bark in places there wasn't bark. It's everywhere.
Yeah, it's affecting my dancing.
You need a lot more than preparation H for that chafing.
He is prepared to lead y'all back to Alicia's Satyr village outside.
At last, we have a guide.
Yeah, I need a quick break.
I don't see why.
Not cutting it today.
You haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, with my 28 hit points after a second wind.
You begin making your way around, and randomly, as if out of nowhere, you hear music begin to play. You hear jovialness around and abound as you see a bunch of satyrs, almost entirely satyrs, just dancing around and having a fun time. You see other musicians playing around. He holds onto his foot like, I can't wait to play. I'm so excited. I'm so glad you guys decided to stay and watch. Let's go on in. Lead you into Silver Sake and Bastian. Y'all are within here, and this is where y'all are supposed to be going.
We might
Go ahead and make a perception check for you guys. Make an investigation check with advantage.
18.
9.
I got 24.
18 total.
20.
I got a 9. I'm just enjoying this.
You are enjoying this. You too? What did you get?
I got 24.
You see the outline of the castle of where y'all are supposed to go. This big granite castle, very, very magnificent. With an 18, you don't see anything wrong, but you do feel like this nudge in the back of your neck. You don't see anything wrong. You just feel this familiarity in the air around you, but nothing that seems to penetrate deeply.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I forgot. Did you give me your name?
Oh, no, I didn't, but you know what? Stay after, and I'll have a whole line of drinks for everybody, and you know what? Just introduce ourselves. You know that's this. They're needing me up there, and you do see like people like trying to make up room, and the band kind of moves way for a new member as well.
All right. I mean, that sounds fair. Don't want to keep you waiting.
Begins making his way up there as well. You hear music being played. You see people dancing. You see one of the satyr girls, not as colorful and bright as Fawn is. These look more upon like almost like your Greek-like satyrs with like very normal human tops with goat legs and little horns. One of these girls, topless because satyrs, comes around and tries to get you dancing with her Draken.
Oh, I dance.
Go ahead and make a performance check. You see a few more satyrs coming around and going to everybody for dancing.
17.
17? You are dancing so good right now, my man.
The wood is kind of. I'm starting to get a little more used to it.
There's satyrs, both men and female, begin making their way to the rounds to all of you, wanting to take room inside this pan flute-like dance. Who all is going along?
I'm out.
I can't see Bastian.
Draken, the only
illegally
dancer
dancing.
of this group.
Xanzibar is the pivot point here. I could see him doing it.
It's been a long day.
I look over at Xanzibar, reach out a hand, join us. She has titties.
A man and woman come over to you.
Advantage.
Like, come on and play with us.
I'm kind of scared, but you know, I guess one dance couldn't hurt with the lady.
Roll a performance or an acrobatics check.
We'll do acrobatics +3. 22.
You are dancing alongside with them. Drinks are coming over into y'all's directions. You see them out and about. There's no like waitress or anything like that. The cups are just willy-nilly about inside like little stands that are out. If anybody wanted to try and grab one or anything.
I'm gonna drink my own wine because it's getting worse and worse. I'm like,
It's not the best.
yeah, but
Gotta use
I'm
it.
like,
You're still dancing while you do this, by the way.
Yeah.
You're not yet done. You're like you have the keg
well,
up and
no, trunk in.
trunk and
Oh, yeah.
even better. Yep, even better. So you're still dancing while you drink. Anybody else doing anything while the music is playing?
Am I doing good on hunger level?
You're not. It's been several hours. You would be beginning to start experiencing the hunger again.
Someone has like some
There's
finger foods.
there's
snag.
There's things being cooked and so on and so forth. You try to grab out for like bread or like little sandwiches and things like
Yeah,
that.
just something small to pick at for a motherfucker.
Hand goes through and the person looks at you and say, "They're great, right?" and begins to continue walking away. The girl that came over and took your hand only touched you for like a second before it's now like dancing like away, and every time you try to go reach forward, she moves back. Okay. The song continues on for a time. Are you doing anything? Your hand went full on through that food.
Did anyone else like survive
No
around
one.
me see this? as well?
Oh yeah. Anybody that's not participating in the dance would have been able to like that's new.
Just gonna look at all of them.
Do y'all pass
there's-
that along to anybody?
You're dancing along. Do you try to go for another? Do you try to go for more?
Sure, a different plate.
You go over to another plate, and once again, just at that point, go ahead and roll an investigation check. You go ahead and roll an investigation check with advantage.
That is 19.
19.
7.
I'm quite
With
close,
advantage,
but-
7.
I rolled a 4 and then a 5.
The shadow images of reality begin to seep through, and where you see the band is now webs and moss. You two, I need y'all to go ahead and make charisma saving throws.
fuck
Y'all are.
no.
I also need y'all to make
Plus
charisma
3.
saving throws. Everybody who you have an advantage on this because you're an elf.
Yeah.
You have an advantage because you're against charm. Everybody
19.
else is having to go.
Let's see, there's
Yeah, that's gonna
7,
pass.
let's see, 17.
I also have a thing against charmed, actually.
Oh, charm.
You
Oh, I
can't
do
be
too.
charmed or fright. You
17.
immediately pass.
Hell yeah.
Oh, and I have
Charm.
advantage. I'm gonna see if I can get that
I
crit.
have advantage
Thank God
on
it's
charm,
advantage.
intelligence,
Second roll was a
and
1.
illusions.
No. That's what the
Oh,
check
wait.
was. Advantage on charm, though. Yeah, you all have advantage on charm. That's gonna suck for me at some point.
Yo!
Alright,
Yeah,
I got
you're,
some
you're just immune to
Yo!
charm.
Alright, I got 20 altogether.
14. What was it again?
Charisma saving throw.
Oh,
Second roll
well
was a
then.
With advantage.
Yeah, my second time gave me a 20 also.
24?
A what?
23, 24?
Come on, you bitch. Yeah, that will most certainly pass. I just ripped the battle map. There we go. If y'all can remove the map for
Oh,
me.
great. I'm gonna die.
Y'all are here.
No, we're fine.
And the images of these
Oh, you
satyrs
guys get to see my
become
sword.
what they truly are, eight-legged creatures.
Oh god.
Wait, it's a
Doing this for
little
like
guy and
15 minutes
eight-legged
left.
creature also?
Yes. The creature that you're by, the eight-legged creature, also has hands that reached out. I will get to them in a second.
Oof.
So, who's a companion are we using?
Yeah, go ahead and put yourselves.
Fun stuff to do.
Alex and Bastian, y'all would be together. You two would be over within one of you over here, and then the other one over here. The other two would be over here, which is where the band and the
Where do you
trade
wanna
was.
Over here.
Oh, wait. I want to see where everyone else
This
is.
one's mine.
Oh, sorry.
But wherever you go, I'll
They are here. You, Xanzibar, put yourself over here. Draken, put yourself over here. And y'all are going to have.
I'll purchase.
Oh, the companion.
Gonna
Fun's not
die.
going to be able to do very much here.
Yeah, whose companion is going right now?
Is it Rimmer or Sevraya?
Or Bella?
Which one do you want?
Considering it's.
It's never Beloff. Let's be honest here.
But, think about this. It's a webbed area, flamethrower. Burn everything down.
Is this the one time it's Beloff?
I'm not against seeing what Beloff
I'm
can
not
do.
against it either.
There
I
is.
mean, if that's how we're feeling.
The one creature that touched you.
I mean, Reamer has already used a decent amount of spells today.
You're not wrong.
I guess we
actually.
can go Belov if y'all want.
Belov, you useless bastard, get out of here.
The
Come
creature
on
that
out.
touched you.
Hey,
Excuse me.
let's see if I can.
You take that back.
Let's see if I can fuck this up.
Please take that away.
I mean, honestly,
This is like,
not the worst looking thing.
this is like
Just
50
no
sheets.
undercaps.
Maybe we can make it work.
The three people that were
I guess-
no. Let's see. I said there was 5 musicians. Because there was 4 and they were making room for the one that you led back here.
So like a level 5 area effect spell would come in handy.
Probably. What else would be really handy if I had prepared? I did prepare a shatter. Hell yeah.
Ah, sweet.
I can pop some fools too. Much as that
And then there
means.
is the one that you're dancing with, or was dancing with. I'm gonna need to rehear those charisma saves, but I'm pretty sure everybody passed.
Yeah,
I made a 23.
I had 20.
Yeah, if you
Yeah,
if you
20.
if you got above, yeah, you all definitely passed in resisted autos, irresistible dance. It basically takes away all your movement and makes you just dance.
About to get boogie.
Mm.
Okay.
Give me,
Spider shit
give me
like
my
that.
pain.
Like,
I'm gonna put you over here with Xanzibar, because hopefully you die almost immediately, and then one over here.
Yeah, there's a bunch.
That's a couple.
You see all the satyrs disappear into this form. You're the only one who noticed this. You see their real forms
Oh.
and have not yet reacted. Go ahead and make a. I'm gonna need you to do a initiative roll against either initiative, sleight of hand, or deception. Because I need you to change your thought. Like, holy shit, there's spiders here. Because these things are able to read you.
Okay, so that's
Initiative
initiative.
if you're
sleight of
getting
hand.
ready to fight. Sleight of hand or deception if you're wanting them to think you still think they're satyrs.
I can hear you.
Deception is +2.
I'm also gonna before you start that, actually go ahead and roll Arcana because I need you to see if you can understand that they know this power.
That's 15 + 11.
They definitely knew a lot about you guys just from the quick interaction and saying that he looked different and everything else. Definitely was a giveaway because they had never seen you before. Should have not reacted to the way it did. You know these things have the ability to detect your thoughts and probe you without you knowing.
Good, cool.
Go ahead and roll. All right, so you can roll the sleight of hand or deception if you want them to think you still think they're satyrs, or initiative if you're just wanting to go into the combat.
Let's at least try the stealthy option, deception.
They're going to do an insight check.
Fuck. That's a 6.
No, they definitely know, and because of this, they're going to go ahead and roll initiative against them. They're going to see if they can get a surprise attack on you guys.
13.
They did not roll high enough. Before they take their surprise attack on the people, not knowing that these things are spiders, because y'all all still see satyrs. You can be
You know
like,
what
nope,
to say.
and try to do something and throw them off of this illusion.
You know what to say.
Fucking pineapple.
He screams pineapple! He screams pineapple! And everybody is just like, and all the people that was dancing, you try to stop it, but you still feel the motion wanting to make you, but you shrug off the trauma effect. You're resisting autos, irresistible dance. What do you want to do for your action? Y'all are going first.
Oh, sweet.
All right, so
I'm going to say that I had to take your bonus action for anything, though.
Alright.
To alert them to this.
Everything is fine.
Okay.
I'm not going to take your action away because that would suck.
how many of these people can I get in a say?
They're all 5 foot within each. 5 foot, 5 foot, 5 foot, 10.
This creature in a 10-foot radius sphere.
10-foot radius sphere. If you aim for that one, you can get that guy, and that guy, but you also will get Bell off.
Can I?
You can bring it back one and not get this last guy, but then you won't hit Bell off.
Can I yell to Bell, like physically grab Bell off and like pull him out of the way?
Physically grab him?
Some way of pulling him further back. Say
Straight.
something to him. Do something.
Straight check, I'll give you advantage because you said pineapple, so he's like not going to resist you much.
Okay.
Go ahead and make a strength check for Beloff. See if he can stay in his spot. That's an 8. Roll
7.
Go ahead and roll again. You have advantage.
10.
10.
18.
Oh!
There we go. Yep. Where do you want to move Belov over?
Just far enough away where
Sorry.
I can hit a shatter spell. and
Okay,
hit
so
all
all right,
those
so he's out of
bastards.
the way. If you cast Shatter onto that guy, you can hit him, and him.
Yeah, fuck all those bastards. Shatter at 3rd level.
3rd level.
Ooh.
All right, so that's a con save. What's your DC?
Spell
Should be
save DC.
15.
It's like 18 now, right?
16.
16.
That's pretty high.
Ooh, that's not pretty good. That's not good enough. That's a 12. Yeah, no, they all fail. Go ahead and they bite it.
Oh, baby.
You hit these creatures pretty rad.
4d8. 6.
5.
11.
11.
13.
13. One more. 14. 14 points of damage as you leave off this thunderous boom, doom, 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 over at the band and throw them all off. They'll take 14 points of damage.
Not
Okay.
my fucking tempo. Bam.
As you hit them, the illusion for everyone else fades quickly onto them, and you see these very large, very colorful spiders.
And drawing my sword.
Holy shit, what the fuck did I pick up in the woods?
You're drawing your sword. For you and Belov, for that are still over here with him, you see he opens up his hand, and inside the middle of his hand is a corn kernel that brings out into a beanstalk. As the beanstalk completely grows, it withers away, and this glassy blade appears with a viney handle as he pulls out his patch weapon. What are you doing?
None of them died?
No, they all look kind of hurt.
A little pissed.
Alright, well, I will use, I will go ahead and I will use my right.
Okay, alright, so you, bonus action, use your right, you lose, what level of blood
Like
are you?
45
1.
now.
Alright, you lose one of your maximum hit points and one of your hit points. You now do a 1d10 frost damage. So, as the season of autumn comes in, you see just the coolest breeze of air and circles around the blade and chills it ever so slightly as that brings into winter. What are you doing, buddy?
And I will cast Hatch.
No, that's a bonus action to use your right. You cannot
Right.
cast Hatch right now. You have to do
Alright,
that next
well
turn.
then, I'll go ahead now.
Are you doing Booming Blade, are you doing Green Flame Blade, or are you doing regular Blade?
I will just,
Oh, we got 2 spell slots.
Cantrips. Yeah.
Oh, that was hard.
The Booming Blade and Green Flame Blade are cantrips.
yeah, I'll use Green Flame Blade.
Okay, so that will do fire damage to an opponent next to the creature. So go ahead. Which one are you hitting? You're hitting this one, that
Yeah.
one. Okay, so you're going for this one. Go ahead, and you only get 1 attack. What's your spell attack modifier?
It's a +7.
No,
so-
that's not high enough. You a mixture of winter breeze and
Wait,
a
what-
bit of
so
green
what did you
flame
roll?
smack down. He rolled a 5.
5 plus 7 is
Not enough.
I'm just
12.
trying to,
It's
like,
12.
there.
Not enough.
Okay.
Smack down. The flame blade does nothing and hits nothing. So that is your turn. You two have stopped dancing, and you
Crap.
see this nonsense happening. And Belov can also do something as well.
Which one was our friend with the?
The friend was about this one.
Alright. Where is your...
The one that looks most pissed.
Save him for last.
I guess he'll use, Belov will use, Firebolt.
Firebolt. Okay. Roll to which one is he firebolting?
I guess that one.
Should yeah, we readjust that. All right, going ahead and roll damage. Or roll ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Alright, what is
How you doing on time?
It is 6 o'clock.
he?
So about
18.
30 more minutes. Y'all got this. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I rolled a 18.
Yeah, that will hit. Go ahead and roll for Belov. Only it's a 1d10 because he's only 3rd level.
1d10, there we go. 4.
4 points of fire damage as he licks this one.
Sure.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So upon that one, on y'all's friend. Over there.
Our former friend.
Our former friend. Okay, so that is Belov's turn.
Alright, I'll
He also has a bonus action if he had anything for that, but I don't think he does.
Oh.
I think almost all of his stuff is action based. John, Draken, what do you want to do? You see all these spiders appearing before you or over here, and then you stop the dance, which seems to really anger the satyr girl in front of you.
You just had to dance with the big
call her ugly.
She's not cute.
Are you seeing that miniature I'm seeing here?
I'm going to move my 20 feet. And I guess I'll take an opportunity attack if I.
Yeah, you most
Take
definitely
all
will. It was going to.
Fuck me.
It's a melee range, so she will try to bite you with a. That's 24 to hit.
Oh, nope, that misses. Wood.
What's your AC?
It's a 17.
You take 11 points of. You take 11 points of piercing damage, and
just for that, you get one more point.
I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw. As the satyr grows these fangs and bites down.
That's a 9.
You take an additional 14 points of poison damage, and you are paralyzed.
Oh.
And that means you do not move. You get here and take this bite.
There went
As you are paralyzed, attacks against you have advantage, and if they hit, it is an auto crit. Meaning it is a natural 20 each time.
Just saying, I'm at 3 hit points.
At the end of your turn, you'll be able to try to make another save to resist the effect, but that is your turn.
Will that be charming by any chance?
No, it is.
Okay.
It is a poison.
Okay.
Ending your turn, it is their
No, it's
turn.
my turn. I haven't waited.
Oh, okay, yes, it is your turn.
Hold
so
on.
sorry. Ooh,
I guess I'm gonna take a.
Let me
Wait,
stop
why
this
am I
murder
so
real
close
quick.
again?
I wanna take a
Because
step
she
back.
bit you and paralyzed you as you left, meaning that you didn't move.
Well, that was a great waste of a turn.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Alright, I kind of turn a little, so I'm kind of facing both of them.
Okay.
We're gonna do a cold.
Did you move out of that thing? I think you moved out of that thing's range. If we get an attack of opportunity on you.
Alright, that's fine.
God damn it. Does a 16 hit?
I'm 20.
Oh, thank God! Bites down, and you just bring out the shield and swing it just off of the
Alright.
side.
It's level 5 spell time.
Oh.
Cold.
Please, Lord God, be good.
Oh.
Alright.
Fuck him up, Seabass.
14 plus.
What are you casting? Are you casting
Cone
a
of gold.
Cone of Cold? No, that's not a 2-hit. That's a con save. Who are you hitting with Cone of Cold? Those two. Okay. That is a 17.
It's 14 for the.
All right. So they take half damage from
Alright.
Cone of Cold, which is a
That's
pretty
good level.
beefy spell.
It's 8d8, ain't it?
No, that's
Or is
Fireball.
it? Yeah.
Cone of Cold. 8d8 cold damage.
Oh.
They take half this.
Alright.
But even that might
We need
be
good
too
rolls. We
much.
need good rolls. 3.
9.
9.
No, it's a 6.
Yeah, so 9 total.
Yeah. 9. 16.
16.
19.
19.
24.
24.
30.
30. One more.
33.
33 points of damage reduced to half is
About 16.
16 points of damage to those guys. Jesus.
That's one use of that. I got 2 more.
Bringing them down pretty low as well.
And yet.
You might maybe use the rest of those, by the way.
Frost of blaze of frost coming out from your hand as you hold on to Winter's Breath, the longbow, onto your side. Any bonus actions?
Alright.
Healing words or anything like that?
Yeah.
Passing around.
I'm going to use
Yeah. Please with that healing word.
healing word. I got it.
Most people, whenever you cast a spell, usually don't let you do a bonus action spell. I mean, if you want to eat up your spell slots,
Yeah.
I think it's on you.
I got quite a few left.
Yeah,
I'm gonna use healing word at level 3.
level 3 on who? Him. All right,
Draken.
3d4 plus your wisdom modifier.
3d4. Yeah. All right. 3d4. We got 4.
Okay.
Let me use your.
4.
I can't read that one.
So is that 2 of them for 4 total?
No, that was the
That was the first one. Okay.
4.
8.
4, 8. 9. 9 plus your wisdom.
Plus 3.
All right, so 12 points of, 11 points of healing to you. Wait. 12. 12. Yeah, 9 plus 3. 12. 12 points of healing to you, and now it is the Nazim's turn.
And here's where our problems begin.
This great 15 amount.
Time.
Thank you, by the way.
They see you with the sword, and they do not like that at all. The one over here is going to try and cast Ray of Enfeeblement on you. These things have spells.
That ain't great.
These are, you also hear them talking through you throughout your heads. Stay, be one of us, enjoy the party. You also see all these webs all around you guys that you did not notice before as part of the illusions. Everybody's speed is halved within this realm because of how long y'all stayed within their...
Sure is a good thing one of us isn't part tree right now. That would really be bad.
The silver basin, if the rose would have gone y'all's way, is a forest park that is encompassed with these spiders.
If only we had some kind of guide.
If only you had a guide.
I didn't trust you should have been more convincing.
Go ahead and, okay, so on a hit, you do half damage with your strength-based weapons, and then you get a con save, so they're going to see if she can hit you. That's a 13 plus... Innate spellcasting doesn't intelligence is their spellcasting.
Excuse me, does
modifier.
anyone... Do y'all want to just wait
that is
this
a-
out?
that
Let's
is
do
a
a long
16 to
rest
hit
and then
you.
come back at this?
That does hit you. Is that your armor class?
Yes.
I'm going to go on ahead and let you do the con save now because it is your armor class. It does no. You are the effect occurs. So you whenever you attack somebody with your sword, you do half your sword damage. Any strength-based weapons. At the end of your turns, you get another con save. That is that one's turn. This one is going to... Doesn't like the look of that cone of cold because that can really hurt. Actually, they're all going to take a pretty defensive stance. They're all going to cast Blur on themselves, giving you disadvantage on hits against them. So you see these spiders begin to into place. Those other two spiders up there, one is going to do a web attack against Beloff, trying to get him over here.
All right, Billy.
That is a 25 to hit.
Nope.
That got him.
Give me a strength check for Beloff as he is encompassed in this webbing.
17.
All right, that's good enough. He is hit by the webbing, but he does not. He resists the pull. He's just hit during his turns. He can try to break out, cut out. He has burning hand or whatever. He can burn out. I don't get just a way out of this webbing. The other one over there is going to try and web you.
All right.
It's going to first move away. You do get an attack of opportunity on it as it does. Both of you do as well. If you want to try and slice it with your scalpel or hit it with your mace or whatever melee-based thing you have. Unfortunately, Warcaster is what you need to do spells on those things.
I be able to do a quick shift and claw it? Is that going to do better than a scalpel?
It's, I believe, 2d4 on your claws.
And scalpel's 1d4?
1d4 because it takes the place of a dagger.
Okay, so
Oh well, I'll say that you have these natural claws.
Yeah.
I'm okay with that.
so that's 2d4.
You just have to roll a hit.
Oh, I have to roll a hit. Okay.
Yep. Go ahead and roll a hit for you
With
as
my
well.
dagger.
With your dagger. Natural 20, 2d4 plus your strength, which correction. Correction. It's a finesse weapon plus your dex.
0.
So 2d4 doubled.
4.
Dagger is dex, right?
Yes.
Sorry, 19.
19. That will hit. Go ahead and roll a 1d4
12.
for your dagger.
12.
Belov is wrapped. Cannot make the attack.
No, I was saying he got 12.
Got 12. Okay.
12.
I got 4.
4. Okay. That one is.
Piercing damage?
Okay, and now he's going to try and whip you. Does a 18? No.
20.
18.
Oh.
It wraps against your shield and you just burns from this holy light. And now the web weaver will go.
Oh shit.
You're not going anywhere right now. So it is
That,
going
I mean, maybe to the afterlife.
It might be there shortly.
We're rolling decently. Knock on wood right this second.
It is going to... the web missed against you, so it's going to try and take you out of the equation. It's going to use Phantasmal Force. Go ahead and make an intelligence saving throw.
Alright, +3, buddy.
You can do it. I believe in you.
17.
Yeah, that is going to resist the
Nice.
the effect. You begin to start to see them all. You begin to see your friends as these things and these as regular people, and it begins to make sense to you. But then you're like, no, that's not right, and you snap out of that false reality. It looks pissed. Knowing that you can't attack it, it is going to move over this way. and try to cast more spells. That is going to end the Nazim's turns. It is
Oh.
y'all again.
What do I do?
John, at the end of your turn, you can try to break out of paralysis. Go ahead and make a con save. You can go.
Where did my d20 go?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. 19 plus whatever.
Yeah, that is going to you. Oh, I'm gonna fucking kill that bitch, and you are good. But that is the end of your turn, unfortunately. It happens at the end.
Well,
you can make a con save at the end of your turn to end the rave enfeeblement, but it does not prevent you from attacking. It just halves your damage. You guys can go and
Can I at
Belov
least
at the end of his
move,
thing.
or
It's at the end of your turn.
okay?
Belov is right in this weapon. He can try to break out, cut out, or flame out. But that will be his action to do so. And he can't really do much shit else until he does it. And he's still technically attached to that. So it could try to pull him.
I guess he can try to cut out.
Okay, go ahead and...
strength.
It's a dex. It's a dex weapon.
Right. Dex.
It's dex or strength, whichever one is higher. It's just a finesse.
0. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Yeah, no, this thing does not have enough hit points for that Nat 20 does. It will out, and he is out of the webbing. That is Belov's action. Again, no bonuses in action, I don't think. So, you 3.
Alright.
you got a plan?
I guess
So
I'll
this
attack
thing
the
is
big
using
one.
magic,
It seems the
right?
most-
These things seem to be magical.
Yeah, the big one seems
Are they
the most
speaking
dangerous,
whenever
right?
they use
And no one's hit
They're
the big
using
one yet,
telepathy.
so-
No, alright. You're gonna... Alright, here. I can get both of them, right?
These guys?
Yeah.
What do you with what?
Cone of cold.
Another cone of cold.
Just fuck him up.
We're spamming.
You get like I think you get like 3 of those
Yep,
a day.
I got 2 left.
2. It's a 10-foot cube, so if you don't move, you're gonna hit Draken too. You're gonna have to move over about here. But unfortunately, I think he's out.
Alright, that's good.
So, but you can most definitely like.
I'll get that one.
You still holding on to the longbow in one hand, but you pull the other one out and just channel the cold from the one hand through your body and out through your hand. Go ahead and no, it's a con save. Oof. That's 20.
Oh shit. Alright.
Wait for the web. Yeah, that's still a 20. Cone of cold, another 8d8 halved.
Alright. You gotta roll to attack, right?
No.
Oh, just do damage?
Yeah. It's a saving throw on their part. I roll against that. Michael
4.
and y'all start to get ready.
4,
4.
9, 11, 12,
Yeah,
12. Is it 4? 14. 19.
2 more.
25.
1 more. Last one.
Plus 8.
25. 33.
33 again.
33 reduced in half. Minus. All right. So minus
All
16.
right. I mean, I guess.
Oof. Looks right hurt. But still standing. Right, so that is your action. Any bonuses? Doing more healing words, doing sanctuaries, doing whatever.
I'll do another healing word.
Okay, you doing it to Draken? You doing it to somebody else?
I guess Draken. I think he's hurt the most.
Okay. What level?
I guess second.
Okay, mark off a second level spell. And,
Thank you.
And you
You're
get
welcome,
2d4 plus your wisdom, which is 3.
Alright, we got 2 plus 4. 6 plus
6.
3. 9.
9 points back to Draken. Michael, Bastian, what would you like to do?
If
You
I
have
do
the
another
exact
shatter,
same turn,
can I hit
'cause
both
last
of
time-
those?
I
10 foot. It's a 10-foot
Are you
range,
gonna
right?
get on help?
I believe so.
If you aim it here,
I should be
I think
okay.
you can.
Cast them
I
both.
should be
I
able to.
think so.
I can survive 1 or 2 hits.
Alright, good.
Yeah.
That, that versus I could hit that one again
Of
and
course,
hit all of
and
those.
then
Of
hit
course,
all
from
those
what I was
guys again.
dancing with was the main boss.
Yeah, you can hit
That's probably.
So, all right.
hit all
Blur
those.
does not affect saving throws.
Yeah,
by
that's
the
what I was
way.
thinking.
If they're just disadvantaged to hit, but if you're like fucking save.
Yeah, I'm just going area effect.
Yeah.
Fuck those guys.
All right, so they make another con save.
Uh-huh.
They have pretty good con, but they rolled a fucking 7. So that is a 10.
Get right fucked. All right, that is 4d8 yet again. 7.
10.
What level of spell did you do this? Did you do this as another third?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make it
Yeah.
mark off your spells. Okay, 10.
10 total.
14, one more. 19 points of damage to them. Oof, boys.
All of my.
One of those guys was already hurt because of Belov, the
Yeah.
one that led y'all in here. These guys are down to this, and he is looking so rough right now.
I really hope that was gonna get rid of them.
They look so. The one that guy's already kind of on fire looks on death's door. The other ones are super fucked.
That's still action economy though.
Any bonuses?
What could I do? Because I can't cast another spell on a bonus, right?
If you have a bonus action spell, I'll allow it.
Any of these go on bonus action? I don't think any of them do, except for like
Uh,
shield.
Get ready for what you're going to do.
Yeah.
And never mind, Belov already had his turn. He had to bust out. Okay, so what are you doing?
Alright, I will cast Hex on.
Okay, you cast
that
Hex.
one.
You can do Feast as well. Do you want to give anybody temporary hit points? Because you already have 12. Warlock of the Harvest. Check them out on Tome of the Pact on DM's Guild. It's a pretty neat Warlock build. Not a sponsor, but still a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
I'm gonna give Draken.
Draken, alright, 2d6 plus your Charisma modifier worth of temporary hit points.
2.
5
3, 5.
plus your Charisma.
That's
9.
yeah.
You get 9 temporary hit points. God.
That's 3 9s in a row.
You get 9 temporary hit points. Whenever you get hit, you take the temporary points
Turn
off
upside down,
first.
they're 6s.
Alright, so you cast Hex onto this guy.
That's a sign.
Yeah.
Are you giving him a disadvantage on ability check? There's Strength,
Upside
Dex,
down,
Con,
sixes.
Intelligence, Wisdom, and
9
Charisma.
upside down is 6s.
I'll
You
do
got 3 9s.
Intelligence.
Intelligence. That's
The
their
side.
spell
It's the
abilities.
opposite.
Yeah.
That's good.
Alright.
Thought that's what it was.
Alright, so
Alright.
he has disadvantage on intelligence-based checks. Fucking yeah. And you do an additional 1d6 necrotic damage whenever
And
you
then
hit
I'll
them.
do
Are you doing another
Green Flame Blade.
Flame Blade? You are still Raven Feeble, so your actual sword damage is going to be halved. But your magical damage remains magical. So go ahead and make a attack. Yeah, that is
18
going to
plus
hit. So go ahead and roll your 1d6 for the sword damage and add your modifier. Hold on, just do the sword damage first because that's going to get halved.
3,
3 plus your strength,
4.
5.
Oh, yeah.
Oh wait, no, because your sword is a +1. So 3, 6, 6 half, 3 damage. All right, now add in a d6 for necrotic.
6.
12. Add in a d4 for your right, and then a
It's 3.
12, 15 cold, and then add in, because it's Green Flame Blade, 1d8 plus your charisma, and then you're gonna hurt the other one.
7, 8, 9, 10,
Oh wait,
11.
7 for the first one because you don't add anything for the hit to this one first.
Yeah.
So that was 15, and then you add in
Sounds
the
like a lot of
7
math.
points of fire damage. 22 points of fire damage smacks into this guy and wrecks him. And then you move your hand over. The other Colonel Corn releases this gout of green flame upon his buddy. Go ahead and roll a 1d8 plus your charisma.
5 plus 4, 9.
9 points of damage, and this was the one that was already hurt, burnt to cinders, murdered upon these two. Just
Ooh, what about my populate thing?
that's an action to use. You did not use it.
Okay.
Okay, at the end of your turn, make a Constitution saving throw. See if you can get rid of Raven Feeblement. Natural 20.
Oh my god.
Bust straight out of it. I'll say with a nat 20, I will let you move your hex to what had affected you right now. It was this one.
Okay. Yeah.
Nat 20.
Yep.
In your blind hatred for what this thing had just made you go through, hex immediately goes into it. Go ahead and roll 2d6 for these guys because vegetables begin to grow.
There's a lot happening right now.
You're right. You roll a 3 and a 6. What on your chart? What grows out? I
It's been
believe
attacking for
pumpkin
like 10
is one of
minutes
those.
straight.
It's like I'm watching someone play a fighting game. They just get an infinite
A
combo.
3,
Corn and
Corn.
Juggling.
I can
You
shoot
get
arrows.
so as y'all see, one of these things burnt to cinders. Potatoes try to grow from the flank,
Excuse
and in
me?
the other one that was hexed. I'm sorry, it only affects the hex creature. So corn grows out of here. I'll say the potatoes are still growing though. You see food beginning to populate from his kill of the hex and
You
the
just
creature
turned this thing
associated.
into Thanksgiving. What the fuck?
Warlock of the Harvest, and that is the end of y'all's turn.
Alright. I mean, I think we did alright.
Fucking A, they got reptiles
It's always when we do well, it all happens at once.
So now it is
like being
the
the
Nazim
Draken will
Web
be in
Weaver.
this fight at some point.
The Nazim Web Weaver sees you move, does not want you involved. Uses Phantasmal Force again. No, wait, no. Once a day. Can't do that one.
Son of a bitch.
Thank you.
Get fucked, I guess. Damn.
Instead, it is going to point its finger and have a green energy bolt out of it and cast Ray of Sickness.
Oh, that ain't
Oh,
great.
no. Eat some veggies, you'll be fine.
There's plenty growing over there.
It is a roll to hit. That is a 2. Boom! Goes way off, and this is.
Listen to the drum line
And you hear inside
soundtrack.
your mind like, no, be part of us. We want your body, and like it's trying to appeal to what it generally knows about you, but it's just coming across super creepy. Without the hallucinatory terrain, it's not working right now. You have never been so turned off by a thing. The Nazim over there that are blurred are going to. They both use blur, so they're. This one is going to cast a blur, and this one trying to get back at you is going to use its other. Use its Ray of
It's
Enfeeblement.
intelligence disadvantage.
This one, yes,
Yeah.
but this one is a blur. This one is going to shoot out Ray of Enfeeblement. Michael,
Yes.
even or odds? Evens, odds.
Even.
Okay. Wait. Shit, I fucked that up. I'm supposed to know. Okay. Even or odd?
Even.
Even. He's going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on you. This actually is not too bad. It's just you just look like a beefy boy. This just basically hurts you for strength-based attacks.
And you have
It-
that.
Which you don't do.
They read y'all's minds. I recalled it. I'm not doing it again. That's an 11. That misses. Doesn't even matter.
There's a bird flying over that just got shot out of the sky.
It got hit and it just goes, ah, and just falls into the distance, never seen again. God, those guys are not doing well. Those two guys are going to see if they get their webs back. One does. Now, one of them is going to try and web out against Belov again because he seemed weak enough to hit with this. That is a 5 plus. That's an 11 to hit Belov.
That's
Yep.
right on.
Really?
That's right on.
Since it's right on, I'll let him go ahead and do a strength check to see if he just busts out right
Come
now.
on,
He's
Bella.
terrible at those.
Fuck him up, Bella.
11.
11. Not strong enough to bust out. Now give me a strength check to see if he gets pulled.
Jeez. You're okay, buddy.
You can do it. He's fine.
Nat 20.
God damn.
He once again stands firm and refuses to be pulled. This one is going to come over here and trying to bite at Draken. That is a 5 plus. That's an 11 to hit.
Wrong.
Nope. Goes in, bites on
Fake
your
news.
new bark hide, and you're just like, ha ha, wooded, and you're
Oh
You're
yes,
good.
the wood. Just
you put your arm out like a natural shield.
Should have bit him back.
God, that sucked for them.
Tried
It is
to flirt.
y'all's go again.
Tried
Alright,
to flirt with
I guess
me,
I'll
and
go-
I'm
I'll go
hard
real
as
quick.
wood.
Alright, I guess we'll use my last cone of cold.
You're going. Are you still sticking with the web weaver?
Yeah.
Okay, that's another con save.
Get fucked.
That's 15.
14 for my DC.
All right, so once again, God, their con is pretty good, and they've been rolling really good on those.
And yet we're still fucking him
4.
over.
4,
4.
8,
1.
9,
7. 16.
16,
6. 22.
22,
27.
27,
33.
33,
You're gonna do better now.
35.
35. They take 17 points of damage.
a whole.
No, wait, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17. 17 points of damage. Oh my God, it looks shudders in this freezes cold. It's not dead, but it looks very hurt.
Has this thing been hurt yet?
Oh, that thing's been hurt a lot.
Yeah, that's why
That,
I-
he-
Oh.
you've seen him just cone of cold, and there's just blizzard come out of his hand, and then he went cone of cold and did it again. It's just like, stop doing this.
All right, I'm mad at this thing.
Bastian gestures to it. Take it away, Draken.
Are you gonna finish this one off too?
Really? Really?
It's yours. She wanted to dance with you.
Do What are you doing, man?
I'm sorry for hurting
Sharpshooter.
your girlfriend.
Sharpshooter, go on ahead. I'm imagining with your crossbow.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's a.
It's a +5 to hit because your thing is a +1 weapon, and you have like a +10 to hit. It's a +5 right now. God, it's ridiculous. They have a +5 on sharpshooter.
16.
That hits. That fucking hits. Draken, why don't you go on ahead and explain how you murder her?
Oh.
Stealing everyone's kills.
The sharpshooter alone did it.
I pull out an arrow in my hand.
Bolt.
Sorry. No. If I'm explaining how I kill this thing, I pull out an arrow and I walk up to it. And I act like I'm about to give it a kiss. Then I slice it in the neck. Just stick it in there.
Okay.
It fully knows you are not going to go in for a kiss because it can read your mind, but it thought that it could perhaps get the lunge on you. Wham! And it just spills this green ooze and viscera just all over you. You just, yes! And you scream as the blood and guts just fall upon the body. You are so disgusting. It's not as bad as the event in the sewers, but it's gnarly. The web weaver is dead. You moved up here. I say since it was a flavor kill, you do not take an attack of opportunity.
Thank you.
Sweet.
You can attack with the thing with your crossbow, but it'll take your bonus action to load
Okay,
it.
bonus
Because you
action
have
to
to
load it.
take like this crank and pull it back and then get the bow out. It takes some time.
Okay, bonus
for this
action.
crossbow. Bonus action load, and now you can fire again.
Who is the least hurt out of all these?
Those guys up there are pretty healthy. They have one. They did not blur themselves. One tried to bite you, and one tried a webbed attack. You see, these guys are pulsating into place with multiple different versions of themselves, just going all over the place. Those guys perfectly still and standatory.
Sharpshooter on this one.
Go ahead and roll.
Because that's the one who tried to bite me. That's 16.
Again.
That hits again. You're going to have to roll damage on this one.
Okay.
So it's a 1d10. Do not roll the poison damage. Immune. Oh no! Roll it. Resist it.
Oh.
Okay, there's a
5.
5.
Roll a 1d4. 1.
One.
Okay, so 6. They don't. They
6
can't reduce
plus
that.
7
10 plus 7.
plus
Oh, no, okay. hold
2 for my sharpshooter feat.
Okay.
Or not feat,
on.
my archery.
Okay, hold on. 5 plus 1, 6. Yes.
Mhm.
Plus 4 from your dex. Plus 2. Plus 1. No, not plus 1 because of the bow. The bow doesn't do extra damage.
Yeah, no,
5.
archery.
5, 9. Archery plus 2, making that 11. Plus sharpshooter makes that 21 points of damage.
God.
It still stands. But it looks as if it should be dead. Super
I look at
fucked.
him like, I'm gonna kill you! Just so mad.
Your emotions are still high. Alright guys, you guys and Beloff. Beloff, once again, trapped in a web. Is he cutting himself out again? Go ahead and make an attack on the web. Using his knife.
I so love sharpshooter feat.
Do I gotta roll the d20 first?
Yeah, you have to roll to hit.
Yeah. Oh, 1. Nat 1.
He cuts and the scalpel is out of the thing. He got like just enough just to basically lose his knife. He's like, damn it!
Damn, Bella.
And you know, I'm really glad that wasn't a firebolt. That could have destroyed his battle glove.
I really don't need any more vodka for the day.
You feeling good, John?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
That's
so
not the
you guys
bottle.
are Xanzibar and Bastian. You guys are left. You guys,
I got these two if you want to stay on those.
Sure.
Bastian's just going to stare at these two that think they're doing something with their blur. He's just going to smile at them as he casts another shatter at 2nd level.
16 plus 3, 19.
Yeah, that one got it.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I already attacked at the beginning of the turn.
Kona cold.
Yep.
Yup.
Alright, fine still.
So you're the only one.
3d8.
3d8 halved.
6. 8.
12, 14. They take 7 points of damage. Oof, they also look super fucked up.
And now, for me.
No, you already went. You murdered those first two at the very beginning. Remember corn and potatoes?
Yeah, you're over there being a
Oh,
You
yeah.
went first.
Yeah.
It is the Nazim's turns.
Gonna start running like bitches now.
They begin to burrow, and you hear, "This is not over," and begin to burrow into the ground.
It's over to me.
You feel this calm for a quick second. Go on ahead and make me an intelligence check about Nazim's. Natural 20. These things live in colonies, and they typically have a brood mother.
We need to run.
All right, let's get out of here.
You know this. You begin to pick up, and y'all do begin as y'all are leaving through the silk base basing, making their way toward the castle, which y'all saw and has not dropped. Meaning this part was illusionary, but that part seems to be real. Booking y'all's way there. You do feel the ground shake, but too late as y'all see this giant behemoth Nazim come out looking for their directions, but y'all have already booked it. The final bit, that is.
You put that back. Please put that
I
back.
will have to put it back. Good job, guys. I got genuinely worried there
Thank God
after
for
I saw
that.
paralyzed.
Oof.
We're good. We got it.
Yo, you guys own that shit. Cone of cold for the win.
On that mofo. And it passed every saving throw. And it still got wrecked housed.
Mm-hmm.
Good job, guys. Y'all can go ahead and remove yourselves from here.
Draken finally getting free and just
we're-
being PO'd.
Y'all begin making y'all's way, and because of all the time that we spent, I'm going to have to ignore the thing that happens when you get to the castle.
Oh, hell yeah. Great things.
Actually, no.
Oh, fuck you.
You make your way over into Elandril, this giant granite castle in the direction of over here, into the realm of Twilight. And as you move there, there is a barrier of shimmering light that seems to distort the reality between where y'all are and into the actual land of the Autumn Court. There's just this shimmering light here. You can go on ahead and make a
Please, guide.
investigation check with advantage.
Please, guide.
I'll take the 11.
Please, guide.
Investigation.
Yeah,
13.
13's not bad.
It ain't good either.
This thing seems to possess illusionary qualities, but as well as enchantment magic. You don't know anything else from there without casting a spell.
Is it a? You said it was light.
It is like
right?
it is a translucent curtain of shimmering colors, slowly rippling and undilating in the air.
Y'all, how many hours have we been up?
Y'all have definitely been. It was supposed to take y'all about 8 hours to get here. Y'all been up for about 12. Y'all are tired. You're exhausted. You need to take a rest here soon.
Should we just take a long rest before we go in there?
You're still in the middle of the woods and not too far from Silk Base Basin.
We need to get to a place of better sanctuary, so to speak.
Okay.
Are y'all going? Are y'all doing anything to investigate this curtain anymore? And without anything further, without an actual spell, you will just simply know that it has enchantment and illusionary magics.
Ooh, one of my.
Could I use
Don't have any.
luminous
I mean-
vitality on other people?
Not for other people.
Yes, I'm gonna just use my knowledge spell that Draken has.
Yeah, the lack of.
Yeah.
Alright, I can use my first level domain spell, Detect Magic.
Got you.
There
Yeah.
you go. Now we're
Detect
getting-
magic. Characters that cast detect magic, you see the strong illusionary and enchantment. It doesn't quite work the same way as identify, but I will let you know that this seems to also affect y'all's emotions and makes them cause into a more volatile way. It seems that this entire place seems to be affecting emotions, and this thing exacerbates that effect even more. But it is also what is guarding the land of the Autumn Court. So if you're going there, you have to pass
That's
through
where
the
we
curtain.
gotta go.
Everybody that goes through the curtain needs to give a... because you cast Detect Magic, it's not quite identify.
but I'll let you know that the DC is higher than 10 wisdom save. Without identify is what's used for very specific things. Detect magic is the illusionary and enchantment, but I'll give you a little bit more than that. Arcana is shit's magical, unless you get like a good Arcana or investigation check. So everybody going through?
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
It doesn't say that this is a charm effect, so I don't think anybody gets any resistance to the charm.
That is a 5.
I got 19.
19. You pass.
Is that a 4?
I love that the people who have been angry all day continue this streak. What did you get?
I got a 12.
You got a 12. You also fail.
That's without whatever.
On a failed save, your emotions are more volatile for 2 days. 2 days, y'all are. You guys have become even more angry and bloodlustful as y'all enter into the land of the Autumn Court.
Hang on, what was the check again?
Wisdom.
Wisdom? Yeah. Straight 12.
How is that possible? You should have you're proficient in there. That's a +3 wisdom. Saving throw.
Oh, saving throw? Oh, 15.
You pass.
Thank God.
So the two people who have been angry this whole time is the ones that fail, Bastian and Draken, for the next 2 days, and I will remind y'all of this whenever we meet back up, because as y'all enter into the land of the Autumn Court, you see the giant castle above you. Bloodful thoughts enter into your head as your time in the Feywild is, as TFK has once said, this land can be nightmare made manifest. As y'all enter into the land of the Autumn Court, angry ideas, straight up confusion, and fuck this Dave attitudes. We will end our episode there. Good job, guys.
Let's try to find a place to rest as soon as possible.
Y'all are making y'all's way up to the castle.
I'm just saying, I think we did a great job with role playing.
Hello, everybody. This is your DM Cody one more time, coming at you at the end of our episode. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead and you can send us messages via the website that was presented at the front of the episode, as well as via our website, which is nerdsentertai.wixsite.com/roleplaygaming. I believe that should possibly work. Even if it does not, we do have a URL link inside our Facebook, and the URL will be placed in the description of the following YouTube video as well. If you are sending us messages, go on ahead and if you want a shout out from a particular member of from the crew and cast, put them into the message. Let us know what you're thinking about the podcast, and let us know where you are hearing our shows. This will let us know the sort of demographic that we're working with, and that will help out the show in various ways. We appreciate everybody. We've had wonderful subscribers. The last week or two has blown us away from just people that has come and seen our website and decided to message us for it. So thank you, everybody. And we will see you coming up on session 9. So keep an eye out for that. Thank you, everybody. We love you. We are so thankful for your support.